All right, guys.
How do you lose count with your fingers?
David trying to multitask.
Hey guys,
Please
welcome to
tell me we're
Stealthy.
live.
Yeah, we're live. I was counting us in and I lost track. Hey guys, welcome to Stealthy Elf Productions, where we play Pathfinder 2nd Edition, a game heavily reliant on basic mathematics. Before we jump in, we're going to say hello, introduce ourselves to you. Let's start with Hannah.
Oh, hey, I'm Hannah, and I'm playing Paminia Knuckle, the charming bard, gnome, girl, lady, woman. I am 25. I am a woman. Nailed it.
Believable.
And yeah, feel free to check us out here. Also, next week we'll be doing Unearthed Inheritance, the sister campaign, set in the same world, in the same time. So cool. Okay, that's all.
All right, Luna.
Yeah, Nigel play Lunazra Elwins, the magus of the group. I just finished playing or watching a Let's Play of FF7 Rebirth, so I have a lot of Sephiroth thoughts in my mind. And
Who do you know?
I have a perfectly black dice here.
Oh.
Similar to the black materia, if for those who know. So
If you know, you know.
maybe it plays out in the session. Who knows?
All right.
That's it for me.
Max.
All right. I am Max. I'm playing Edanor, the Strix Niflheim mix, who is also an exemplar. So really excited to use my new fancy dice that we got from our ElfCon just last week.
ElfCon.
And ElfCon. Woo, 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 woo. See a bunch
Crystal
of-
Maggie.
Make sure to watch some of
.com.
those. Very good.
Crystal Maggie made these.
And
Not a
Absolutely beautiful,
sponsor.
Full of blood.
But could be.
Hashtag blessed.
hashtag blessed. Ollie,
Ready to cause some more problems this session, as always.
as you do.
Fucking
Well,
go.
actually, solve problems from the next player on this list.
Mm.
Okay. So, hello everybody. My name is Roland Hanukkah. You can call me Ollie. And, well, I play Lycus. Lycus the Stratus. Captain and problem finder.
Finder?
I don't cause them. I
Problem
just find them.
identifier.
I locate
Finder?
the issue, and then we deal with them.
Okay.
Locate. All right.
Sure.
All right. Well, we're going to hold on to that one.
Sure.
All right. Guys, my name is David. I will be your GM this evening. You can catch me here as the game master of all 3 Heroes of Histaeria campaigns. 3 Heroes of Histaeria campaigns. That includes Sandsea Saga, Unearthed Inheritance, New World Rebellion, which we play a handful of sessions a year at ElfCon. So definitely check those sessions out. I don't think they're up on YouTube yet, but I think you can still find them on Twitch. Not yet, but keep an eye on it. And you can also catch me over at Tales Archived when I play Whistle, the Hobgoblin Fighter, in the Known Realms Delish campaign every Sunday, except the last couple. Yeah. Oh man, guys, we're just fresh off of ElfCon. Pretty good times.
Hell yeah.
Now we're
Feeling juiced.
Yep.
You enjoyed your level 2 characters. Now you're ready to be back at level 7.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it feels so good to do, plus 16 or something.
You look
with
at
it.
your modifiers and you're like, oh, I can
Damage.
succeed at things.
The
I
world
get
is
so
right
high.
again.
What is it? The DC
3
for
D20s.
the DC for long jump is
For
a
high jump?
30. Yeah, for high jump is 30. Now you look like, oh, I can actually
Yeah.
maybe high jump now.
Yeah.
It's still like almost 50-50 though, even at level 7.
True.
I have wings
Really?
again.
Oh wow, brag about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still don't have
Hashtag
ascending.
blessed.
Still understanding.
Why don't you describe how flying is like? So
sorry.
then, before Adam describes it,
Yeah, I need to. Okay. That
just in
was
case.
purely coincidental. Also, pretty standard for that spell. If you look up anything
Can
about
someone
that
tell me how
spell.
warp step looks?
Yeah.
That was
Describe
oh
it.
my god.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
I was
Good
like,
shit.
shit. Maybe I should have watched
Oh,
that session.
Jesus Christ.
Oh man. All right, but here we're back to our regular campaigns. We got 2 more sessions of the year for Sandsea Saga, and this is the first of those 2, and that is the same story for Unearthed Inheritance because we do take the month of December off. We'll be doing some stuff around here, but yeah, if you're looking for these campaigns, these are the last couple of the year. So guys, don't forget before we start, add your starting hero point. Everybody gets 1 for the start of the session. And
Everybody
Stacked.
gets one.
I think today's recap is brought to us by none other than Edanor.
Yes, very good.
I can't wait.
So,
Do you want any kind of
this
music?
is.
Sorry, do you want any kind of music or
maybe
anything?
I don't know. I
Oh,
think
definitely.
it's going to be done in Edanor's, in a more proper
his theme.
tone. So I don't know if you
hang
have
on. I got you.
Noble or something.
That's exactly what I'm going to play.
Oh, how very perfect. Ah, yes. On this day, the 6th of Tazarin, Oath Day, I endeavor to keep the peace, hampered and harried by my fair captain every step of the way. We will have visitors today. I have now recovered from my injuries, suffered at the apex of the battle in the Ironwood. I lament the loss of my eyebrows once more. I fear they may never grow back the same. How can the leader of the Herald of Ordos be blighted with mishappen eyebrows? I digress. Lenza, the Shriek, came aboard to ensure that we were not a threat. If I had not been fully committed to my Lady Edanor, I could see myself with such a striking specimen. At the same time, I would not wish to suffer her ire. I can only imagine what that would entail. Anyways, I understand her prudence in this matter, as we are strangers, with a former member of the conquering host. Sometimes I wonder if it would have been simpler if I had finished the job as Lenza suggested I should have. It does not help that Lycus is insistent that we are called pirates, when Lycus would be the poorest excuse of one based on my readings in the Arcana.
Oh.
He is
Those are
far
fighting
too
words.
kind for this world, which is which is how we have ended up with Clink to begin with. But Clink has had her uses. Even with the taint of betrayal about her, I will never truly admit to such a claim, for I would never hear the end of it. Lycus may even use that to add even more strange additions to our merry band of misfits. Overall, the interrogation of Clink went well, and I am glad Clink wore her brown pants. We have had to remand her to the ship, but we may move freely. Shortly after the successful meeting, I found out Lycus, in all his wisdom, had told the girls to hide the wonder weapon we had taken. I was in disbelief, astonished, aghast, and confounded. He even said, I figured they could use a good job. A good job. A good job, he said. Someone should seriously study his brain, if any remains after the last betrayal from Hammond. How I must once again attempt to fix the situation, as children roam around with a stranger, with a device that we do not truly understand the power of in a major city. Not 2 minutes after entering the city to find the girls, we were in pursuit of a shady figure watching the ship. We feared that they may have taken the girls, but it seems it is but another player in the politics of this city. Apparently, they are in opposition to Lenza. From what I have seen from her, she would most likely eat de muerto for lunch. I am sure we will need to meet this de muerto at some point, but he is the least of our concerns. But I am sure we are going to hear more of this situation later. Now, we must rally forth and find the girls. And so help me, and as the gods, as my witness, if one hair on their heads is hurt, I will burn this city to the ground if it means exacting my vengeance on Serena and those who may have taken them. May the gods have mercy on all of us, even the ones foolish enough to get in the way of the merry folk. Edanor.
XOXO.
Hashtag blessed.
I
There we
find
go.
many issues with
Oh my god, that's funny.
I thought it was perfectly accurate, right?
It was very accurate.
Sure. Accuracy might be close, but the color commentary.
Oh my
Barely
goodness.
a pirate?
kids-
Barely?
Barely
So
a
you
pirate.
didn't give the kids a nuke? Was that part not true?
Oh, I don't care about that, but that's very true. How dare you say he's not a
Oh.
pirate?
Oh shit. All right.
That was
Pirate
incredible.
goes and saves everyone.
Okay, so for these last couple of recaps, I want to hand out a couple of hero points. Edanor, take a hero point for that one. Luna, you weren't here for the session that we did your recap, so you take one for that session as well. Session 40.
I too.
Yeah, so 41 and 40. Okay, we are going to pick up with Edanor and Lycus, because we're going to build some tension over on the other side. Edanor and Lycus, the two of you just encountered Herngar, and you were headed back to the Nebulous Skydock to pick up the trail of the girls, right? Edanor scanning overhead, Lycus making his way down throughout the town. You guys had just also proclaimed that you were also looking for crew members as well, after running someone down in the street. Lycus, your rank in perception is expert, right?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a d20 for me.
Just roll a 20. Make it easy.
Just roll a quick 20. Go roll it.
Sure.
Just drop a 20.
Don't even roll.
13 on a dice, which is pretty good. So 24.
24 is great. With a 24, what you pick up is the scent of the girls. You don't even have to make it all the way back to the Skydock, because it seems that as you are making your way back there, your current path seems to intersect with where they had already passed. So you're moving through and you catch a whiff of, I don't know, Yoma's... Yoma.
Oh, they're definitely.
I just
They're
There's definitely a
they're-
sweaty
it's,
kid.
it's a teenager, yeah, right? They're always sweaty. Yoma's acne.
I think.
Oh.
Yeah. Lycus is definitely like in wolf form right now. He's got his Eidolon equipped like in that way that he does.
Like
and
a
it becomes-
Gundam.
Yeah, and it appears this time. It appears as like a Cerberus like heads.
Ooh.
So he has more noses to smell. He's just like, and then he finally smells Yoma, and two of the heads go in different directions, and his real face goes that way.
I just
Starts
love how
going.
this is happening in the middle of town.
Yeah, people are
Oh,
like,
yeah.
what the? Edanor,
As
you
I'm
can easily
walking
catch
through
Lycus. You can easily catch Lycus as he
Yeah.
switches direction.
All right. Yeah, I'll just keep staring along, and then as I'm kind of flying in, like
Yeah, people are also
as
looking
we're
at you.
kind of
They're like,
approaching,
yeah,
an angel.
an angel. Mama,
beautiful.
is that an angel?
That's carrying a gun sword.
Does that angel
think I
have a
trust that
gun
one.
blade?
Hashtag blessed.
That angel
Yeah.
holding up a hashtag. Yeah, sorry, Edanor, what are you doing?
Hacking.
I am just following along with Lycus, kind of trying to get an advanced look at this Nebulin Skydock.
So this path actually moves away from the Skydock. Yeah,
really?
so yeah.
Okay.
Here, let me. Why don't we hop over to the town map for our just a
Well,
quick little
just-
ease of navigation.
Take
Oh,
a look.
wow.
Open the
Little
map.
gander.
I forgot I had it up on the
Yes.
lineup screen, and I got kind of panicked when I saw the naked Edanor. It's like, oh no, I forgot to close the tab.
Yes.
Ah,
Hashtag
Le
exposed.
Ironwood. Okay,
Le Ironwood.
so I actually went ahead and put some tokens on the map previously. Luna and Pim, you guys can see yourselves way down there, bottom right corner. You're at like the edge. Just in case it
Oh,
becomes
boring.
important to track where who's who at some point. Edanor and Lycus, you guys are. Let's see. You guys are probably like, yeah, maybe around here, right? Making your way back to the Skydock over here. When you catch the scent, and it looks like, yeah, it's heading zhoop, towards the east. So away from the skydock.
I'm just gonna follow above Lycus as he sniffs it out like a bloodhound.
Okay. Big shaggy wolf and an angel make their way through town. Lycus, let's get a survival check
Walking through.
just to kind of keep you honest here. Edanor, you're welcome to aid if you'd like, but it'd have to be survival as well. So you go ahead and roll first for us.
For survival?
Survival.
Not terrible. 15.
15. That's a +1. All right.
All right.
You get a +1 to your check here, Lycus.
Yay!
Oh, in that case, that's a 26.
A 26 is great.
Yeah.
With the 26, you are able to follow the scent and stay true to it all the way through. Excuse me. Also, guys, I have a little bit of a cold, so if I sound a little stuffy, that's just me. I'll try to mute if I have to cough or sneeze. You're making your way through town. You're passing all of the refugees and the surviving townsfolk. You're moving from plateau to plateau as these plateaus are connected by ironwood bridges, ironwood walkways, and then you do actually find yourself having to take an ironwood lift at some point that carries you up to another level. And as you're moving through, people are continue to kind of gawk and wonder again at who these two newcomers into town are. Sticking to the scent, though, you find that you cross pretty much all the way across the ironwood, and you find yourself at the plateaus on the far east side. As you make your way over here, you can start to see the shape of a giant stone statue of a dog. Excuse me. And you can also see that there is the plateau that you're currently on, there's one beneath it with a large opening in the side, similar to the one where the Oka's Will is currently docked. And you can see that the bow of the Water Drake, the airship, the Water Drake, is sticking out. It looks like someone reverse parked into their garage, essentially. So that's kind of right where the Water Drake is on the map over there. So that's where you guys are now. You follow the scent all the way over to the Water Drake on the other side of town.
Well, well, well. It seems like the girls have gotten quite far, Lycus.
Well, I mean, we've trained them well. They're competent. Yep. And
Edanor's literally just staring at Lycus the whole time.
what's the name of the dragonkin again? The dragonkin captain?
Captain Serena.
Serena.
Blue Dragonkin. Missing her left arm.
Yes.
Soon to be her right.
Oh boy.
Damn. So if
She's
we're
a
by
wyvern at that point.
if we're by her ship, I think back into his normal humaner form. I think I'll start calling out for Serena.
Sure.
Captain Serena, hello. As I don't know, I'll jump down to the next area so people can so make sure people can see what's happening. Since I can glide, I'll just leap off this platform into the next, calling
Ooh, you little frozen
her
name.
name.
Yeah.
Try and get as much attention from her as possible.
Sure.
If I
Yeah, as you kind of glide down, calling out the name, making your way towards the same plateau that the ship is on. Excuse me. It's not long after the first couple calls, suddenly the below on the deck of the ship, a door bursts open and you see Yoma and Sarah running out and just moving across the deck really quickly, and their hands are up and they're waving towards you and they're calling out, Lycus, we're down here.
don't go anywhere. We're coming.
I don't see the object, Lycus.
The order was to hide it. Why would you be able to see it?
Good point.
All right. You do make valid point. I hope not to be disappointed upon this day.
All right. The two of you land on deck. Do you land on the deck of the Water Drake?
I'm gonna land on the deck for sure.
Okay. Lycus?
Oh, without a doubt.
Okay.
Is that big fire actually there?
Yeah, but it's on a level above.
Okay.
Yeah, here, I'll move the water drake a little bit just so you can kind of see. But yeah, there's like a little cave opening right there.
Oh, sure.
I see.
Yeah, the
Okay.
water drake kind of like just slots in, like reverse parks right in there. The wings kind of tuck in. The water drake, it's it looks like a 4-winged dragon with a ship embedded in its back. An ironwood hull ship, and as you land on it, I mean, this ship has a very like, there's a gravity, there's a heavy metal kind of feel to this ship as you kind of land on it. The ironwood is all like burnished and dark gray, except for the areas where the dragony bits, the wings, the legs, the head, the tail. Those are all kind of a bright cobalt blue. And as you land, the dragony bits.
Yeah.
The dragony bits.
There's that now.
As you land, Sarah runs over and just jumps onto you, Edanor, holds onto you tightly. She goes, there you are. You done with your meeting?
Yes, we certainly are. Oh, continue.
No. She's just very happy to see you.
And I'm just very happy, just keeping her on my hip pretty much. It's like, oh, you must tell me of your adventure.
Oh, I can't wait. We met Captain Serena. She's really, really cool. She told us that you guys were going to be meeting a little bit later and that you wanted us to come back here with her.
Interesting. Very interesting to find out. Did you happen to have anything with you when you left the ship? Lycus told me you had a little mission that he gave you.
She cocks the head. Lycus didn't give me any mission. He gave Yoma a mission, but shh. But we can't talk about that. Yoma said it's a secret.
It's a secret. It's not on this ship, though. Is it?
It's a
It didn't
secret.
come with
She kind of like, it's a secret. I can't tell. You're trying to catch me. You're trying to catch me. It's a secret.
There is a twinkle in Lycus's eye of just like proud.
Yoma's
Yes.
too cool to run up and hug you, Lycus. She kind of comes up and she's like, "Oh, you guys all set?"
Yes, mission. I would say pretty successful. Edanor.
Yes, it had its ups and downs, but I would say the initial mission was quite successful. The rest of the mission is to be determined.
Speaking of, Yoma, how was your mission?
She
Success.
has kind of a wry smile on her face. She says, "Yeah, I think so. I'm pretty proud of my hiding spot." But
Just to verify, it's not on this ship, is it?
no, I followed orders.
Okay.
Well, thank
the
you, gods.
I told you it'd be fine. You have to put more trust and faith into the youth of the world. They will lead us to something better, probably.
Until I actually see where the location is in the future, I will refrain from judgment.
Do you guys want to know?
Yes.
I just bug you. Please.
But
She
keep
goes-
your voice down.
She kind of, she's got a really self-satisfied smile. She goes, "Did you look for it? Did you try to find it? You couldn't find it, could you?"
We came looking for you.
Oh, Serena said you guys wanted us to go with her to check out the water drake.
Ah.
And she gestures with the
Did I
thumb.
say that?
You did not.
Okay, good. Making sure.
It's been a while, but no, you didn't say that. She gestures with her thumb over her shoulder, and standing in the doorway is Serena, kind of leaning against the doorway with kind of a self-satisfied smile on her expression as well of her own as she looks at the four of you.
My smile is completely gone at that point because I'm just like grumpy.
Drawing kids to your ship, I see. Did you not, did you at least provide them some candy?
I'm not the one who has kids on the crew, Captain Lycus.
Hey, there's a place for everyone. Even children. If they need it.
I was just curious. I noticed it was following me on board. So, I just checked in with them. And girls, I gotta admit, it was a lie. He didn't actually tell me to bring you, but I was curious what he would do if the two of you went missing.
Oh, you play a dangerous game, Captain Serena.
I gotta wonder, what kind of people actually bringing children on board a pirate ship? If they're gonna be your crew, this is the least I would expect, is that you come hunting after them. Although, it looks like you probably took a little bit of time. We made it all the way back to my ship before, and we got a little tour already.
There was spies and distractions, unfortunately.
Others who we thought may have taken the girls.
Yes. And due to that, we don't take kindly to someone endangering our girls, our crew in general. So
Especially
we may
the
have,
girls.
especially the girls. So we may have made a bit of a scene. And I looked to Edanor. Do you think Lenza even made it back to her office before she heard?
No, I do not believe so. I have a feeling we'll have an additional conversation at some point. But we can always say that we were dealing with some Dumerto thugs. Do you happen to know anything about these Dumertos, Captain?
Asking about the Demuertos already? All right.
Well, we ran into one that was skulking about. We had no idea. I had no idea. I guess I am a little ignorant to the local politics, it seems.
Why don't we head inside? I'll tell you anything you want to know. We'll sit down,
Yes.
grab something to drink.
Yes. Very good. One moment, and I'm gonna lean over to Lycus and whisper, find out where it is. I will meet you inside. And then I'm gonna go inside and talk with Serena.
Sarah's
And kinda
holding your
give some
hand as
space.
you
Yeah.
go in. Yeah.
Sarah will come with, but I'm
Yeah,
leaving Yoma and Lycus on the deck.
Okay.
I think Lycus takes Yoma off to the side and starts. He kind of like looks around the ship, like trying to get a feel for the ship because it's unique. It almost looks like a living creature with a thing like protruding from it. So it's just like invested in it. And he stops. He looks over to Yoma, serious as possible. Good job in your first mission. You're a fine sailor. Now, for the love of God, where is it?
She smiles to herself. Now, it's just the two of you. The smile is kind of like a big toothy grin now, right? She's not trying to be as cool as she was. Kind of lets the guard down a little bit. And she goes, thanks. I thought I was pretty clever. I'll give you a riddle. Where would you hide a tree?
In a forest.
You gave me a weapon. Guess where I hid it?
In the armory?
In the magazine.
No!
And we're gonna hop over to Pim and Luna.
In the magazine.
So we have
Okay.
to, we cannot
what?
fire
In the
any
magazine?
weapons. We cannot fire any weapons on our ship until we get the bomb out.
Oh shit. Okay. Good to know. Except we don't know that because we're all the way over here.
You're all the way over here. Speaking of all the way over here,
Oh my god.
all the way over here is down below the Ironwood Plateaus that the town actually sits on. Down at the foot of these plateaus are a collection of tents and makeshift shelters. It's the refugee camp of where most of the Azaphastian refugees have been allowed to settle. At the edge of that settlement, actually probably a little bit just beyond the tree line, right before we get into like the woods proper, there is a lone tent surrounded by a few tree stumps, a few different planks of wood, the tent that belongs to the carpenter Audrey Boehner. And Audrey has guests at his tent today. Pim and Luna, the two of you, were sat across from Audrey. Audrey, one of the Unmemorables, one of the victims in this case of the Unmemorables. He went missing some time ago. He has returned with no memories of his disappearance. Somewhat defensive about it, actually. A little bit of a change of heart, too. But right now, the most concerning thing is Audrey sat you guys down for tea. And after a few questions, and it apparently seeming obviously he recognizes Luna, the two of you had a couple sips of your tea. So did Uzana, your companion. And Uzana suddenly falls face first onto the table. Pim and Luna, the two of you succeed on your saving throws. Pim, your success is pretty good, and both of you realize that your tea has been poisoned. Dun dun dun! And as Uzana hits the table, and you identify this, what are your reactions as Audrey now suddenly sees Uzana hit and looks at the two of you? You can see his eyes focus as though he's expecting the two of you to drop any moment now.
I
do
run.
Medicine check
Yeah.
on Uzana.
Medicine check on Uzana. Okay, go ahead, roll it.
Okay, I rolled a 21.
21, you say.
Back to the plus 12s and more. Oh, this feels good.
Let's secure a 21 to identify what's going on. Excuse me. What's your rank in medicine?
He trained.
Trained. Okay. Unfortunately, a 21 is a failure. You are she's knocked out. I'll tell you that you know her status, her like above table. Her current status is unconscious.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's
So
her. That's
heartbeat is.
Yeah, she's alive. The condition-wise, that's what her current condition is that she's unconscious with your medicine check. Pim, what do you do?
I say, hey, what the fuck? You're trying to kill us? What'd you do to her?
Audrey looks up at the two of you, knees kind of waiting, and then realizing that the two of you are not suffering the effects, goes, "Oh shit, you're a bit more resilient than I gave you credit for, it seems. Don't worry. She's just unconscious. Unconscious. She's just unconscious."
Senator.
Where's the antidote? Wake her up.
She'll wake up in time. Now, listen. I don't know what you all have heard is going on here in town, but points to you, Luna, and says, "I wasn't trying to hurt nobody. I just need you to come with me, Luna. They're out to get you, and I can protect you if you come with me."
Sense motive.
Sure.
Very good, very good. 28.
Yep, more to me.
What'd you get, Luna?
Sense motive is perception.
Yeah.
23.
23? Yeah. Real quick here. Yeah, it's still a success. No critical successes, though. But the two successes, sense motive, he seems genuine. He seems genuinely nervous. Excuse me. And genuine about Luna, or about wanting to protect Luna. He seems genuinely concerned about her.
Interesting. Why didn't you just ask us to come with you? Why'd you have to poison us?
I don't know who you people are, except for you. I recognize you. Points to you again, Luna. Look, I didn't mean you any harm. I I gotta protect you. They're coming after you, Luna. And I'm gonna keep you safe.
Who's they?
He looks around, looks at you, Pim, looks at Uzana. He says, I don't know who these people are. Just come with me. If you come with me, I promise I'll explain everything. You and me. We'll leave right now, and I'll tell you and I'll answer any questions you have.
Where are you taking us?
Her. You need to stay behind.
Me?
You.
Uh-uh.
I can protect you.
Luna's not going anywhere without me.
Luna, I'll leave this decision up to you. But as you can see, kind of gestures with the head to Uzana. I will take drastic measures if I have to. On the table, Luna, he's a carpenter, a woodcutter. You can see there's a hatchet, like kind of sunken into a workbench behind him, and he's kind of like leaning back. I wouldn't say he's immediately going for it, but he's certainly, you're aware, I would say all of the two of you are aware. Everyone in the room right now is aware that that hatchet is behind him. And he's got a certain level of threat in his voice, even without a sense motive check. I think Pim especially, he's obviously threatening to let them go. Let him and Luna go.
How about
Luna.
you wait? Leave the antidote behind, and I'll follow along.
What? Luna, don't.
You.
It's
It's okay. I can take care of myself. Just make sure that Uzana wakes up. That she's okay. Can I want to make an attempt here.
Okay.
Let me see. Is it on?
Here, I was starting to trust you.
It was the table like this, something like that, and then we were on opposite sides of the table, me and him.
Would you like a
Uzana was,
map?
like at one edge.
Let's do a map.
I would love a map.
I'm the map.
Uh,
Did y'all see in the Dora movie that the monkey sounds like a guy who's been smoking cigarettes for years?
what?
I'll just show you a clip after. It's funny.
Boots?
Yeah.
Like, hey, guys.
Boots, I've been around.
Hey guys, I'm
Oh my
Boots.
So this is what I'm gonna try and do, right?
Adventure.
So yeah, this is Uzana over here. And that's
Okay.
Audrey across from you.
So as I'm saying this, because I'm telling him that I will follow along, I'm going to move here.
Okay.
And I'm going to be facing him. So my face it's not like aligned with Adri. And I'm going to try and mouth. I don't have to spell, but I'm mouthing to you message.
Yeah, I was gonna do that anyway, but cool move.
Roll a stealth check. Actually, no. Audrey's going to roll a perception check against your stealth DC. And I'm going to use the dice that you forgot at ElfCon.
Oh shit.
Go ahead. There's a reason I don't use that one.
You left your worst dice, you say.
You fell for my trap card, Yugi.
Okay,
What you got?
26.
Oh fuck.
What's your stealth DC?
User error.
It ain't 26. I'll tell you that. It's 23.
23. You stand to the side and you start mouthing to Pim. And before you really can get too far into it, Audrey just is going to reach out and grab you, Luna and kind of pull at your arm and pull you close. And he says, "Hey, none of that now. Come on." And as he kind of grabs your arm, he's also going to, with the other hand, grab the hatchet behind him and start pushing at your shoulder, Luna, and try to push you out of the tent and try to lead you out of the tent.
I go like this. I cover my mouth, like I'm like, and I cast message, and I say,
Hang on. Should you roll a stealth check too?
Sure.
Let's see. Hang on. I want to just check the message spell just to see the components for it real quick.
Yeah, you mouth words quietly.
You
It's
mouth
verbal.
words quietly. Okay.
Auditory.
Yeah.
Interpolation.
All right. Ooh. Natural 1.
Oh.
Natural
my
1.
dice?
No, that was the other dice.
Damn.
But yeah,
He
he's
betrayed me.
yeah, he's so focused on Luna. Yeah, he's so focused as he
so-
pushes Luna out of the door.
So in my message, I say, cast invisibility on me so I can follow you.
Let me check. Do I have to for responding? It's all internal?
The target can give a brief response as a reaction or a free action on their next turn if they wish, but they have to be able to see you and be within range to do so. If they respond, their response is directly to your ear. Okay, Luna, you can respond,
So
but
they both have. It's like mouthing it.
yes, but
Yeah.
it's Mission Impossible lip reading. But
But it's fine because your back is to him and he's holding you, and you're both facing me.
that's true. So Luna, go ahead, roll a stealth check. And I'm going to count a bonus against Audrey's perception DC, or a penalty against Audrey's perception DC.
And we could test out with this, the new dice with how heavy it is. Let's see how loud it goes on mic.
Ugh,
All right.
the material. Oh yeah, that's meaty.
It's a nice clunk. I love it.
It's a nice clunk you got there.
Clunk a dunk.
23. I literally rolled a
23.
stealth check of my stealth check.
23. Seems successful. He doesn't respond. Okay, he pushes. He goes
What
to
do you
push you out
say?
of the door. Luna.
Wait, what do you say?
Oh yeah, what do you say?
I don't have invisibility on me.
For that. Great.
Just above game. Remember, we went from like full-on battle to like straight to hair, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we haven't
Mhm.
rested.
Trying to
We have not
reset
rested.
for.
We have not rested. I offered it. You
I
guys were
know
like,
that.
no, let's go investigate tonight.
They did. I napped.
Okay.
All right.
Well, Audrey has a hatchet
Well,
in his left
Let me
hand.
add this. I'll add this because since I don't think it's really a limit. I'll just say quickly. I don't have invisibility, but I have a way of getting. I have a method of getting away.
Okay.
Okay.
Fuck. Where's the antidote?
As he pushes Luna through the tent, he's going to. He has again, Luna. He's got like a heavy grip. He's got a hard grip on your shoulder with his right hand, hatchet in the left hand, and he's going to point to the chest over here. And he's going to say, "There's a secret bottom in that chest, green vial." And push Luna out through the door. Luna, he is going to, but he's going to also say to you, Pim, you wait 10 minutes, and then you can go ahead and wake her up. If you all come before then, there'll be trouble.
I look at Luna just to like get a vibe check if she's comfortable with this.
Things are gonna be just fine. Just make sure she wakes up.
Okay.
That's the last exchange as the curtain of the tent closes. Luna, you're pushed across that little courtyard. He goes towards his little stable, untethers his horse, tells you to sit on it up front, and he'll sit on the back. And as long as you don't resist, he's gonna spur her to move and take off with you into the Ironwood. All right. I didn't hear an interruption, so Luna, you go for a ride with Audrey Boehner into the Ironwood. Pim, do you actually wait those few minutes?
I definitely go to the drawer right away to make sure that antidote is there.
Okay, roll a perception check for me here, Pim.
Hero point.
Sure. Hero pointed up.
Fuck. It's worse. It's a natural 1.
Oh no, that's real unfortunate, Pim. I'm sorry.
It was a 3 before. I probably still would have failed.
Well, good news is you did know where the antidote is. So I'm not going to say that you don't find that, but you don't find anything else of note. Or I'll give you this. You could spend the time just turning this tent over, right? But that'll take you.
Well, that's what I was gonna say next. I was gonna use the 10 minutes to do a more in-depth.
To just do more in
search. I
depth.
just wanted
Sure.
to make sure I located the vial first.
Oh, sure. Okay. In that case, I'm gonna adjust I will say if you take a full 10 minutes to look, you would find something. So you find the antidote. It is there. As you open it up, it is a toolbox. You can see there it is a carpenter's toolbox. There's various grips, vice grips, clamps, a couple of different wedges, screwdrivers, hammers, wood nails, all sorts of things. But there is designed into the chest a very almost like seamless little gap between the bottom and the side. You're able to slip your fingers in there and pull up, and it just kind of gives way. And you pull it open, and there are 2 vials in there. There is a green vial and a blue vial.
Ooh, green vial, blue vial.
The old green vial, blue vial conundrum.
Some Matrix shit.
But
I'm not gonna drink either of them, but
Yeah.
I'll keep them. I'll take them,
Okay.
and then I'm just gonna really anxiously kind of sit around and
start looking.
Yeah.
Okay. As you look around, you're exploring his room. Again, this is gonna be 10 minutes. All right. As you're looking around, with 10 minutes, you find a lot of carpentry tools, that kind of stuff. I would say you find a 1 sec here. Sorry. 2 repair kits. You find a set of sterling carpenter's artisan tools. And you find a little bundle kind of tucked between his mattress and the box spring. A small little bundle about maybe the size of a soda can. Right? When you pull it out, you unwrap it. Right, as you feel it, it's not perfectly cylindrical like a soda can, it's just wrapped up. But as you unwrap it, you start to feel and see it in more detail. You find a small little ironwood carved statuette of Lunazra Elwins in really good detail.
Is it magical?
How would you know? You'd have to investigate it. You'd have to spend some time to investigate it.
I thought in this world you can tell when things are magical.
Them's D&D rules.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, you find a little statuette of Luna. Roll. Do you have any crafting proficiency?
Not anymore.
Arcana.
No.
I don't have crafting. No.
Crafting? No crafting. Okay. But people. You're a people person. We've established that before. And an artist. Roll a society check.
This is on a statue?
Yeah.
16.
Because, this is what you pick up here isn't necessarily so much a 16 flat.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. Nothing additional. It's just expertly carved. Very meticulously carved. Almost a one-to-one likeness.
The conclusion that Pim comes to is that this guy is like a stalker. And that he shouldn't have taken Luna, but there's nothing she can do now because it's been 10 minutes.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna
guess
cast,
we can't save Luna.
I'm gonna cast message again in the direction that they left.
What's the range on message?
500 feet.
After
Oh,
10
it's been
minutes?
10 minutes.
Yeah. You ain't getting that.
But
Okay.
I know they went into the woods. Okay.
You know they went into the woods, right? We're gonna hop over to the other guys for you for a second.
Okay. Good.
As-
I'll have time to think.
Yeah. Luna, you take a time to think as well as you are
I will.
being...
If it's okay, at the
Mhm.
very end, I'm giving what's her name the antidote.
Oh, yeah, sure. Totally. Yeah, it's anytime you go ahead and give her the antidote. As you do, she kind of like gasps, pops back up. What happened? Where is Audrey? Where is Luna?
He took her.
What do you mean he took her?
He took her away. They went into the woods. He said he said he's trying to protect her.
She stands up and says, "We have to go after them."
Okay.
Come, Piminia. Let us find our friend. Should we call your friends?
Probably, yeah.
I don't know if she has the magic to do so.
Are we more
Do
than
you have-
500 feet away?
From the other guys? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You can keep running and like casting it, and then maybe one will go through.
Oh, you guys are moving further
Yeah.
away from the Ironwood, like from the Ironwood plateau. Yeah, like Audrey is booking it into the woods. I'll say the trail isn't hard to pick up because the horse is galloping. It's heavy steps. The trail isn't hard because he's moving as quickly as he can. So he has a mechanically disadvantage to traveling stealthily, right? So easy to track,
Okay.
but moving fast.
I'll just be like, wait,
Tough times ahead. Tough decisions. Alrighty. We're gonna hop back over to Edanor and Lycus. Lycus.
Yes.
Yoma just revealed to you where she hid your prized weapon.
Wow, it was a great idea. But
Thanks.
now the enemy is no longer on the ship, which means we can put the incredibly important weapon back in the box that it came in and back underneath my bed.
All right. Yeah, that sounds fine to me.
Hey, cool. Thanks, kid.
All right. When we get back to the ship, we'll do that. Come on.
We'll never forget.
And she
I'm
goes
not
and she moves towards the door. Do you follow Lycus?
Yeah. I hit on it. I see what Sarita's all about.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, you head on in. You find, Edanor and Sarah are. It's a stateroom. Actually, you guys are probably going to be in like a captain quarters / stateroom kind of thing. Serena doesn't have like a true stateroom separate from the captain's quarters like on the Yoka's Will. It looks like it's just kind of built into this shared space. Looks like actually, even as you guys are walking around, you don't see a lot of crew. In fact, you pretty much see no crew. It almost looks like the boat is abandoned, except for Serena herself. But you make your way over. Edanor, you're there first. You're fairly tall. I would say these rooms are a bit bigger than the Yoka's Will, because, well, the ship is bigger than the Yoka's Will. Yeah.
Serena, I do not see much of your crew.
I don't use a large crew. This ship is, the Water Drake. She's a bit unique, you see.
See, was it always an airship?
Actually, no. Once she was a sea ship, just like the others, but after the last wave, the Sage Elder had helped me, and, well, A few big things went down that day, as I'm sure I did for you.
Yes, you could say that.
Between the Sage Elder, the Nebulin sisters, we did a little bit of work on her. Made her a ship for the future, you know?
The Nebulin sisters. I'm not as familiar.
I
I have encountered a Nebulin, but
Well, yeah, you met Blurreed already, right? She was over by the Skydock. You haven't met Blurreed.
I have not made it to the Skydock yet.
You met a Nebulin. Yeah, like a
Yes, a blue Nebulin of some sorts, but
Yeah, we picked him up on the way into town.
a blue Nebulin. Must be some kind of distant
Yes.
relation, and
yes, a very strange Nebulin.
none of the Nebulins I know are blue.
Must be a recessive trait of some sort,
Maybe.
perhaps. Yeah, we'll have to go talk with this other Nebulin at a later date. But as you mentioned, you don't have much of a crew then. I guess what does it take to crew the ship?
She sits down, puts her feet up on her desk, and she says, "Well, I promised you drinks. I might as well show you." Leans back and calls out, "Ash, Ember, come say hello to our guests." And with that, there's a kind of a rush of breeze in the room. There's a spray of a dark powder, and as it kind of settles, it almost looks like ash. And then it kind of settles as the magic wears off. It dissipates, but in this cloud, cloud of ash and wind, what emerges are two little pseudo dragons. So small dragon-like creatures, but they step out on four limbs, pair of wings each, one kind of covered in a kind of grayish ash, the other one in a kind of orange yellow embery scales. As they appear on either side of Serena, kind of lean the heads back, and their eyes flash, kind of very Latios kind of vibes from these guys, as they kind of swirl around Serena, and as their eyes flash, there's a moment where the table just kind of shakes a little bit, and then you can see silverware begin to appear.
Well, this is quite interesting indeed. Do you have more of this ash and ember? Are there others?
These are the only two I know. Two dragons. They came along shortly after my father acquired this ship. They've been with us for a long time.
Interesting. What a fascinating crew you have. Nice to meet you, Ash and Ember.
They kind of coo at you as they kind of swirl over and kind of press into you, almost like large scaly cats.
Ah. I pet them. I don't like pet back and forth because I'm
Yeah.
like it's like a shark, you know?
Yeah. She kind of smiles and says, "That's odd. They don't normally take to people quite so readily. Something special about you, I must guess."
Well, you could say I am blessed by the gods.
Well, whatever it is, they seem to like you.
Well, I guess I must have that air about me, but very much I am very honored by the interest of your friends Ash and Ember. What is it that you needed of us to get us out to your ship? I presume there was other ulterior motives.
Well, you hear a new captain and first mates are in town. You kind of want to get an idea what they like, you know? Like I said, didn't mean any kind of harm by it. I was just testing you, wanted to see what you'd do. And besides, since you're still docked over in the Skydock, must be you and Lenza come to some kind of deal. So I suspect we're going to be allies in battle not long. You know,
Perhaps.
Yeah.
Actually, Serena, I had a question for you.
Mm.
You and Lenza seem to be on good terms.
Mm-hmm.
How did you come about this partnership?
My family been using the Ironwood as a place to dock for years. This is where the water drake makes birth. So, just over time, you know, we've worked with her to help clear the green seas of any sort of attacks from Uldan or Dan. The Ironborn Rangers have been aboard this ship. We've ferried them to different places, but you know, we do the odd job kind of thing. My father worked with an adventuring party for a while, and like I said, they were based out of the Ironwood, so we got to know Lenza over time pretty well.
And I have to ask, I hope this doesn't sound too nefarious. What are your thoughts on her abilities as a leader? We haven't been here very long, and we've already heard some troubling rumors regarding the state of the people.
You said you ran into one of the Herngar already? Kyra's Herngar?
One of the Demuertos.
Yes.
I can imagine the kind of things you hear then. Lenza's a bit of a hard ass, but her heart's in the right place. She loves the Ironwood. That's for sure. Like, these people, this town, I don't think there's anything in the world that mean more to her than that. But like you say, she's a little distant at times, maybe a little. Yeah. Believe me, she didn't want this position. If it was up to her, it would be Sage Elda doing everything, but she's away for the time being. I dropped her off at a sanctum not long ago.
Mm-hmm. When is Sage Elda due to return?
I don't know. Any day now. I'm hoping that she'll send a call out, and with that, I head back over and pick her up. Which you hear is very likely maybe you escort us along the way. As you saw, more and more conquering hosts coming out to the hills every day. And from the west, so.
Yes, the conquering host is pressing. And while on one hand, I'm more than willing to take on the conquering host, I feel like I want to know that our alliances are strong enough to handle it. And I've already agreed to work with Lenza. But if she's not capable, there might be others in the town that are. I'm not, and I want to be frank with you, Serena. I want to meet with the Muerto. I want to understand what they're about. Because right now, the Ironwood, even from the perspective of someone who knows nothing, is not stable. It's splitting apart. If we're going to fight against a unified force, we need a unified force.
What is Demuerto like?
She's a bit of a con artist, if you ask me. She want to pretend she's a representative of the people. But if you know the Demuertos, you know they ain't just normal people. Her father was the richest person on the continent, very likely, at one point. So she grew up in a very, very privileged sort of life, more so than most of the people now. And if you ask me, I think that's a big reason why she gives Lenza so much shit. She feels that Lenza's supposed to kiss her ass because she's something special from the big city. Must real piss her off bad, no? Not being kicked out of her own city.
Interesting. She was kicked out, you say?
Yeah, apparently, all the leaders of Azafast decided that because of the invasion, it would make more sense to prioritize a certain group of people, the essential people, protecting them. They dedicated all their resources to protecting them. Meanwhile, they left the rest of them outside of their little crystal dome.
That sounds like Azafast to me.
So it sounds like Humerto is a little upset at not being deemed essential.
A little upset. All right.
Well, I couldn't care more or less about someone, some noble family prick trying to live their best life here. What I care about is the people themselves, the refugees, the fighters. Who are they siding with and why? If Lenza is admittedly maybe not the best leader, but they're trying, why are there so many who seem supportive of the Muerto, even if they are a rich kid fuck?
I wanted the same thing. For the longest time, I thought it didn't really make too much sense to me. I think the big thing, from what I understand, is that Kyra de Muerto is explaining that there were 2 houses, maybe more, involved in staging a coup. So the Emperor of Jegroth gestures to everywhere around, right? You guys know you're in the Empire, or what was the Empire. Well, he's been gone for a long time. The people in charge now, well, it seems they don't want to really give up their power. So, to hold on to it, they created the Essentials, the ones that were allowed to stay in the city, and the non-Essentials, the one who was banished away from the city. The way Kyra says it, it's a coup. That they're betraying the Empire. So there's a bit of patriotism going on there. And
So it sounds like it's really Dumerto is in exile trying to gather resources to take what they believe is theirs.
that's what
They're
they call
not even focused on being here in the Ironwood.
Correct. If it was up to them, they would be back in Azafast. And that's what they call themselves, actually, the Exiles. They got a symbol, and she kind of draws. Yeah, she takes a pen out from the desk and draws a like a backwards E with a cross through it to make it look almost like an X. So it almost looks like an hourglass with one side missing. I'll send you a picture of it later in chat. But it's like a backwards E crossed out.
Lycus, I believe we should be very careful in what we do here, because if Lenza is merely holding onto power until Elda returns, it's a whole different situation. So the situation may resolve itself within a few days, and before we start changing up too much, have you... Speaking of the rest of our crew, though, do you happen to know where the rest of our crew is, Captain?
Well, and they look over to Serena and think for a second. Mip and Muna went on a little detective mission to figure out what's going on with some of the forgetful folk in town.
The Unmemorables. Actually, no, did you guys call them that, or did they call them that?
They call them that.
Okay. Yeah, the Unmemorables. Now, that's a big thing. That's been driving a lot of conspiracy about Lenza's leadership, because it all started after Elda left.
But why would it be driven by Lenza? Interesting.
I don't know, man. People make all kind of stories.
Well, While Edanor is kind of thinking out loud, he's gonna take out his parchment,
Mm-hmm.
a paper that is connected to Luna's
Luna.
or Nuna,
Yeah.
and just write essentially,
Where you at? Yeah.
What's
Nice.
up?
Hero point. I was on the same page, man.
So, essentially, then and just kind of like
Yeah.
give cardinal direction.
I think it
And
takes a
just kinda,
minute
like, put it away.
before it hits.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Luna, I'll say, is there an alert? Like, does it make a chime? Like, does it go like ding ding when you get a text?
You should.
What's your text alert?
That's what I'm reading right now.
What's your alert
Well, it
tone?
doesn't specifically say that.
Do you have an alert tone?
Edanor gets left
The
on red.
duck.
It's on vibrate for sure.
Yeah. Luna left you on red.
You literally see scene.
I would have to open it up
You have to open it up.
based on what I'm reading. Yeah, there's nothing specifically that says like it shows up like it makes a noise or
Sure.
tell you.
It doesn't alert you to a
What is
message.
this item called again?
Parchment of direct message.
Okay. Well, Luna, I don't think you would necessarily, unless you're, you can correct me if I'm wrong later, but I don't imagine you would be reaching around, looking, and holding it up. Although you were waiting for word from Sia. You
Yeah,
had sent
yeah.
you had sent Sia a couple of messages.
But maybe at some point. Well, I mean,
I'm
it's
also on a
how long
horseback
does
right
it
now.
last?
The
Like
message
that message.
until it's read, probably.
Okay. Now that works.
Yeah, it doesn't specifically say.
I'll say until it's read.
What I can
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Timestamp.
Yeah.
6th. I'll just put 6th of Tazarin of day. Where you at, girl?
Dancing emoji.
Yeah.
It's like
Eggplant.
WYD, just
Just doing the gritty.
Okay. So, any other questions for Serena, or any other moments over there by Edanor and Lycus?
Anything
No,
from you?
I think it was just mainly just
Sure.
I think that conversations.
I
Unless
think
like us has something.
I think I just want to, like, as we're leaving,
Mhm.
one. All right, let's get out of here. Yomo, go do the thing. And Serena, I know the Ironwood is special. But if you ever maybe want to try a new home, or at least a little something, there's a beautiful place called the Frog Grove. If you're interested, maybe we can show you.
You asking me to leave the Ironwood? We just met
No.
Lycus.
I'm just saying, there's a wonderful place where resources are plentiful, and it could use someone with your kind of skills.
Tell you what, you promised me breakfast. If you follow through on it, you can tell me all about it then.
I'll see you later then.
All right.
And Edanor, as he's walking away, he's like, "We're going to get him snipped at some point." Just thinking that.
This poor wolf got to go to the vet.
Yeah. Gonna put a goddamn cone on his head too.
All right, so you send Yoma off to run back to the Oka's Will?
Yeah.
Okay. Where the two are you going? The three of you. Sarah going with Yoma?
Sarah's
think she
gonna go with Yoma.
Sarah will
Yeah,
go
I
with
think she
Yoma.
should.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the kids are heading back to the Oka's Will, and the Edanor and the Lycus. What are you guys doing?
Edanor and the Lycus.
And the Lycus.
Like the
There's
Lycus.
only one
The
Lycus. There are many D-Stratus.
D-Strat
there
I.
are these
Strata.
Hi.
There are several D-Strat I.
Much to the
Oh
world's
my
chagrin.
Facts. I don't know. I think lacking any knowledge of what's going on with
I think we go back to the dock, the sky dock, and go talk to, without any other
Mhm.
direction.
Well,
I think
we were gonna go talk
to
to the-
Neblin.
No, because they were supposed to be taking care of the Neblins. I think
Mhm.
our job was to talk to some priest.
Yeah, you guys
named
were. Yeah, you
Bjorn.
guys have been thinking about talking to priests.
Oh, yes. Yep. We'll go talk to the priest. Yeah. Edward's like, fuck that Neblin.
Earo? Is it
Hashtag
Earo?
Edanor, are you?
The T of Tazrin, baby.
Oh wait, no, Pim, you are following Luna.
Muna.
Muna.
So I'm following Uzana, who is following them.
Yeah, Uzana's. I think Uzana would stop and tell you to go get your friends.
You have a letter.
What?
I will find.
Okay.
I will find Luna. You get your friends. We may need more help. We don't know what's going to happen. Perhaps we can use your ship.
But how do I know where you're going?
You have magics? Ooh. I will fire. I have magics. I will fire into the air. Hang on. You have a stat block, don't you?
I have magics.
Ah.
We
Do
all
I-
have magics.
Do I have the magic to fire things into the air? I will send a signal for you.
Okay. Hey. I know you really care about Luna, and I know this goes without saying, but please don't let anything happen to her.
She looks at you and says, like, very sternly, Lunazar is one of my oldest friends. I will protect her.
Okay. I turn and run back to town.
Okay. And Uzana runs off to after Luna. Let's stick with Pim for a little bit. Pim, you are running back to town. There, you find, you make it through all the tents with the refugees and everything. There's the elevator. Where are you headed, Pim? You're off to find your friends.
Yeah, I'm going to the ship. That's where I assume.
Sure. Okay. Yeah.
Back to the ship.
Back to the ship. Okay. Pim, I will say, for brevity's sake, you, on your way back to the ship, because of the way the ironwood is built, it's tricky. You actually do encounter Lycus and Edanor as they are crossing back across town. Are you guys still on the town map? I know the stream is not, but are the players? No, players are on the here. Bringing back to town map.
Or by the really big wolf.
Yeah, you guys are by the really big wolf. So you guys are headed back
think-
east towards the temple, right? If you can see my arrow, and Pim is coming up like this way. So you kind of catch her. The three of you intersect.
Guys, over here.
Ah,
Someone took Luna. We gotta go.
really? All right, at once.
Yeah. Maybe we should take the ship. We might need it.
All right. Post haste. Any issues? We didn't make any promises that we wouldn't bring the ship with us, right, Captain?
And I'll tell you as we go.
My memory seems to be reminding me that we may not be able to do that.
Perhaps Serena can help us.
Oh,
Very good point. Yes, let's double back and see if we can get Serena and those
sure.
little
Just any
cat
ship.
dragons.
Okay. Let's go. Hurry.
We just pivot.
And she's just gonna.
Literally, I grab Pam and just start flying away with it.
Yeah. And as we go, I'm telling her about the interaction with Audrey.
Okay. Perfect.
Gotcha.
All right.
Found a creepy idol.
Yeah. Do you know what this could be? I thought maybe it's like a voodoo doll or something. I tried tickling it, but I don't know if anything happened.
Try
on the other
holding it in front of Lycus's eyes. I mean, we did have Lycus stare at a bunch of things at one point.
Fine.
Yeah, like a bar.
While we're running, I'll
Yes,
stare
yeah.
at it. Run into people. Fuck. Is it magic?
Are you any sort of skills in crafting like us?
No, but my eyes do tell me if something is magic if I stare at it for 1 minute, and I have occultism.
You stare at it for a minute, and it is not magical.
Nope, this is just
Maybe-
creepy, not magical.
Yeah, I really think you just might
That's
be a
a whole
stalker.
nother level of creepy at this point then. Impressive. Luna has fans. Also,
Mhm.
OnlyFans.
what is this Luna thing? What is this?
Oh, well, we were trying to be kind of like, under the radar in town, but
Under the radar with
I
Moona.
don't know. Well,
But
no,
what
but, I
was
mean,
it
people
that you went
kind of
by?
hate Luna around here, And I thought maybe that people would be looking for me
Luna
because
does have that effect on
because
us.
that goblin gave me a weird look. So
Oh. The goblin gave you a weird look. Interesting.
yeah, remember in the combat?
Oh, yes.
In the combat.
Yes.
Remember that phase?
Yes.
Do you remember that
face.
turn you took with
Remember
the
it was like
goblins?
round 3.
Yes. I will
Run
have
through
to
the combat.
say that combat. I believe I was concussed afterwards.
Right.
Don't remember it very well.
Hey, I think your eyebrows are coming back.
Yes, they're a little patchy.
It's only been
really upsetting.
hours.
Magic.
Incredible
okay.
healing magic.
There's like a couple.
It's a
like,
Nephilim in
there's a
him.
couple of
It's
hairs.
like one hair on each side, just really long.
Hey, he strix, right? Maybe it's a feather.
Oh.
Yeah, if I given the chance,
Like
I think I just want to
looking
kick
at
down the door into Serena's cabin.
Sure. Serena, it's late.
Dramatic.
Yeah, I would say Serena
I love
would
it.
be like sleeping, just about to head down for bed. As you kick open the door, and she's in her like night clothes, right? Mostly not that she's dressing in like lingerie or anything, right? But she's definitely not as dressed as you'd seen her before. And as you stomp in, she goes, "What the fuck you think you're doing? You're that eager, huh?"
We have an emergency. One of our crew members was taken. Damn. We promised not to move our ship. Any chance you could give us a quick lift?
She springs up, gets quite excited, right? And she says, "All right, Captain, let's see if we find your crew. Ash, Emba, let's go." And the two dragons kind of appear. The ship, you can see Pim and Edanor, who are on the deck. It kind of lurches forward. The dragon head, what looks like to be like a figurehead, kind of comes to life. Eyes flash blue, right? There's a bit of a snarl. There's a smell of ozone as the Ironwood ship begins to lurch forward. And you guys are set to
This is
take
a
off.
nifty vehicle.
It's a pretty nifty vehicle. Luna.
In hot pursuit.
I just had a dumb idea when you said you go and help, calling their names. My first thought was I call for myself and go me, and then my wolf comes up. Helps them.
Starts helping him get the ship going. Nice.
I don't think my wolf has a name. It's just me.
That's true. Lycus Jr. Luna, you are riding along through the Ironwood. You are horsebacked. You are Audrey Boehner at your back, and you can kind of feel him bumping against you as you guys are moving through. And he says, "You made the right choice. I promise. I'll protect you."
So are you going to tell me where we're going as yet? Or what, do you have a house out in the woods or something?
Oh, I know you don't trust me, darling. If I told you, very likely you just tell your friends. Somehow.
Okay, then how much longer we're going to be on this horse? You know, it's not very comfortable.
Oh, anything I can do to make it more comfortable for you? But we're gonna be here for a while. Luna,
You let me steer the horse and you sit in front.
you don't know the way. Don't worry. Won't be long. We'll be there by, well, I suppose it's always morning or evening, depending on your perspective.
This is going to be hours. Do you have any indication that we're heading north in any way?
That is a brilliant question. I'm going to give you a hero point because I was going to actually have you roll a survival check. You do eventually turn north towards the Iron Hills. So, for calling it out and having good instincts, yes, you do turn north. Luna, can I also get a perception check from you?
Let's see. Clear dice. I could start burning some hero points. I got a lot extra now.
Oh. Well, I gotta slow that
21.
down. 21. With a 21 perception, you guys are making your way, going as fast as you can, pushing this horse to the limits, and you're pretty sure that even as you're moving, right, branches kind of whipping past you, the horse kind of, you turn around, and with a 21, you're aware that your steed is being followed. Something in the woods is keeping pace in the distance.
How fast you run? Damn.
Something in the woods.
Maybe it's
keeping
not
this-
his-
Okay.
Yeah, your horse is there's something like kind of following along, not directly behind, but kind of off behind the trees. You don't get it with a 21, unfortunately, you don't get the details, but you know that something is there.
Well, since it's going to be, a couple hours, I'm sure we can have a short conversation, perhaps. Like, do you actually not remember being taken away from the Ironwoods, the village, town?
He, as you're riding along, I don't want to talk about that time. I don't remember. You can see he immediately gets kind of frustrated.
Okay, then let's talk about. I mean, I know there's several reasons, but let's talk about why you seem to be a fan of me. Like, I'd like to hear more. What is it that you really like about me?
Okay, well, I guess you're going to spend the next couple hours listening in excruciating detail about your hair, your eyes. I mean, this guy's a Luna super fan.
Oh my god.
And he just starts kind of I'm not going to role play this, but he goes through a lot of things. He talks about how, as you get him going, he talks about how he used to watch you when you would go to temple. He talks about going to your school, the Mystica Seminary. Your family is a pretty big deal. You guys would attend functions. Luna, you as a noble probably don't realize your celebrity status in town.
Can I also say this? So I have a general direction, an idea where we're going. I can assume that we're going to the hills. While he's talking a lot, how much? So I'm on front of the horse.
You're on the front, yeah.
Am I able to pull out a weapon at this point? Because that will dictate my next action.
To pull out a weapon, your hands are not bound.
What about a piece of paper?
What is your weapon proficiency? Or no, do you have any ranks in thievery? Look, the thing is, I would say yes. You can absolutely try to do it, right? I'm just trying to think about. Yeah, I'm just trying to think about what check it would be, because you have a sword at your hip, right? Is that the weapon you're going to draw?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, if that's the weapon you're going to draw, I'm just trying to think about if you're going to do it quick. I would call it. It's a fairly acrobatic maneuver, I would imagine, right? What do you guys think? To draw a sword on horseback, on tandem horseback?
Yeah. I'd say-
Acrobatic seems because it's like a squeeze, right?
Dexterous
Yes,
movement.
so.
It's a dexterous move.
Makes sense.
Okay, acrobatics check.
I would say acrobatics or thievery.
Yeah, acrobatics or thievery, whichever's
Either
better.
one.
So, well, I just wanted to make sure of that because what I'm going to be doing as he's talking
Okay.
is that I am analyzing him as he's talking.
Okay.
Mhm.
So I'm going to be using
Clever
device
girl.
stratagem
Okay.
every now and then
Okay.
until. So if it's hours until like, probably not gonna like roll an infinite amount of times. Let's say
Sure.
let's say I'll give it like 3 rolls as he's talking,
Sure. Yeah.
waiting for an opportunity.
Yeah. I'm happy to give you the opportunity as he's talking. Yeah, you can absolutely take the chance.
Okay, I don't need 3 rolls.
Damn.
So I have the device stratagem roll.
Yeah. Paint us a picture of what happens here. We can't see that on the black materia. No way.
Okay, yeah. True.
So yeah, paint us a picture. What
I
happens
am-
here?
So when as he's talking, I'm gonna interrupt him
Okay.
and I'm gonna tell him, you know, I'm getting kind of tired staying by the wayside and seeing people close to me pass away, die, run away. And the imagery that Luna has right now is being in that sort of underground basement with the rock walls as the water starts to fill from the first wave or second wave, I forgot which one.
The second one, the last one.
And seeing Uzana's dead body on the side just start to float up as the water rises. And I'm not about to let anyone hurt who's close to me in this new reality that I have. So I'm glad you took us out here because I wouldn't want to make a scene. And I'm gonna go for a strike at that point.
Go for the
So I'll
strike.
roll a acrobatics check.
Take a hero point. That's badass.
Luna!
Okay, I'll use a hero point on that one.
Take a hero point, use a hero point.
Hero point taketh and giveth away.
The hero point
That's better.
economy is alive and well in Histaeria.
Acrobatics would be a 32.
Sword is drawn, and you with a 32 you can also make an attack. That's a critical success.
So I rolled a nat 20 on the device strategy.
I had a fucking feeling that's what it was.
Oh my god.
So
I
Luna,
only needed 1 roll.
Luna, you're going along. You get the crit, you get the sword draw. How does it go down?
So as I say, as soon as roll, so as she finishes her sentence,
Mm-hmm.
she kind of like rotates her body to face him a bit more as she finishes that line. And wait, let me roll this. Okay, that's good enough. And what he will see from the sword is it starts to rotate between different energies. Like it starts to be like a fire tinge, then an acidic tinge, then electricity, then like green bubbles float from it
Holy
And it
shit, you're
rotates,
really going
rotates.
for it.
until it stops at a sort of like poisonish bubbles start to like radiate from it.
Yeah.
And so its chromatic ray is what's being attached to the spell strike.
Oh.
And basically, as she finished that sentence, she does the what's called Aido, just a quick unsheathed sword,
Yeah. Shoom.
slashes at him.
Yeah. Bato Jutsu.
And luckily, this isn't a lot of rolls because chromatic ray is just a direct damage.
Jeez. This is.
Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O.
You Do you double the
dice,
dice, not the modifier?
not the
Correct.
modifier. And I don't know, do you have the crit specialization? You get a deadly D10 or something on your katana? Or
Deadly D8.
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah,
thanks.
so
Yeah.
that doesn't
That-
double, but you add that.
Is there a
Yes.
critical specialization effect as well on your weapon?
Katana.
I think you need a feat or something when you
Yeah.
start to get to those.
Yeah, you need the weapon specialty feat.
So that will be 24 from the sword. Wait, no, hold on.
Oh,
No, sorry, no, it's more than that. I didn't double the dice
you didn't double the dice?
because I rolled a 16 on the dice because it's 2d10.
Damn.
So 4 plus 4. So that's
that's
40 for
30.
the sword.
40 for the sword.
it-
Oh,
That's plus 4 modifier and plus 4 on the deadly 8.
beyond
Yeah.
bloodied. Already
Oh my
with off the sword. Okay, what's the next bit?
So I landed on acid, which is it deals 40 acid damage to the target.
40?
Just
Double if crit.
What?
Oh
If
my
the ray
god.
deals damage, the damage is doubled on a critical hit.
Luna.
I think you just insta-killed him.
Yeah, how would you like to
Killed your
do
biggest
it?
fan.
Luna's just off for a ride with a fan and
Luna.
just
And I was concerned about your safety. You don't need me, Jesus.
Oh, I don't think Luna needs anyone.
I was planning this for quite some time.
Oh my god.
We're just
You're
on vacation, I
crazy.
get kidnapped by a fan.
Luna was planning to get kidnapped and just
So-
one shot somebody.
This is actually Luna's dream come true right now. Get kidnapped
she
by a
pretty much-
stalker and then kill them.
Okay, yeah, go. Tell me how you do this.
I'll make it even more like anime little girl like slow motion scary. She doesn't slash. She puts her leg around, so now she's facing him, and just like slowly sticks the sword through him. And as the acid starts to dissolve his body from the inside out,
Oh my god.
Oh,
Solid.
that's solid. All right, Luna. Oh my god, guys, I need a break. I need a break, guys. We're gonna be back in about 10 minutes here as Luna just dissolves her stalker on the edge of her blade and out in the
the
woods
blank stare.
with just the blankest, coldest stare. That is the coldest kill to date in Sandsea Saga. Holy shit.
God.
Damn. All right, guys, I'm gonna take 10
Never
minutes to
stood a
process
chance.
that. You should as well. Go out, stretch your legs, get a drink of water, and we'll see you in 10 with some more Sandsea craziness. Bye bye.
Oh my god.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Heroes of Histaeria Sandsea Saga, right here on Stealthy Elf Productions, session 41. We are returning with our crew as, well, actually we're going to return to one. Oh, Cora's here.
Plus Cora.
The crew plus
Plus
Cora. Hi, Cora.
She's been summoned.
Cora hath been summoned. Okay.
Summon companion dog.
Oh, Luna. You just committed probably one of the coolest kills of this campaign with Audrey Boehner. You turned on the seat and you sank the blade slow and clean through his chest until the acidic power begins to eat away from the inside. Content warning, as Audrey's flesh is torn away, his armor is just eaten up by the acid. And on the back of the horse is just a flood of viscera and acid and blood as he just hollows out from the inside slowly with like a nasty squelching noise. He's just like slopping. He looks at you, reaches a hand out to touch your shoulder, and he looks you in the eyes. And he says, I just wanted you. As he says that, you see his eyes suddenly kind of roll back into his head. And as he kind of like, he opens his mouth wide, fangs grow in his jaw as the eyes slide forward. And now they've changed color to now where they were before kind of these gray-green eyes, now they're just black. 2 perfect black spheres. Bloodshot kind of coming in on the sides as he's bleeding out around you. And a voice speaks. Not Audrey's voice, but you hear, "Oh, Luna, you made it. I can't wait to see you again." And he just breaks.
Ooh.
The horse slows to a stop, with no one spurring it on anymore. What do you do, Luna?
While the sword is in, after that happens, like she's had like a blank cold stare at him as she stabbed this person, and when he passes away, she starts to like recollect herself, and like her hands start to shake, like and just slowly trying to like go through emotions, like get rid of the anger, like she's like stopping her hand from shaking, like. And she sheathes her blade. With the horse stopped, is there? The body's
Yeah,
there,
so
or it gets the acid.
yeah, so the acid mostly ate away the center torso. So like,
Yeah.
head is still there, shoulder blades, collarbone, arms are all there, but like the centers between like collarbone and pelvis is just eaten away. The spine is still there. But like any sort of
So
like tissue, like this was Mortal Kombat fatality shit.
I'll say I'll hop off. The horse is stopped. I'll hop off the horse. Take another deep breath, trying to think of who the hell that voice was.
Oh, Luna, you recognize the voice.
Okay, so it has the same tone, pitch, like it sounds
Everything,
like
yeah.
who I'm
It sounds, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
pull him off the horse. And does he still look like he still has
Yeah.
like, the?
Yep. His face
Okay.
is in this kind of like rigor mortis, just manic smile.
Can I?
What was that noise? Did something happen on Twitch?
I just started a new follower goal.
Oh, thanks, guys.
Can I do maybe like a medicine check, perhaps,
Sure.
to try and see? Well, first to see if does he have a tattoo or engraving of the skull with the blindfolded white skull? Was it?
Yeah, the blindfolded skull. You look him over, and I would say if you're going to spend the time to look him over, I don't need a check. There's not much left to him. But if you wanted to like do this quick, I need a check, a medicine check, or perception.
I'll try to do it quick,
Sure.
just for the funsies.
For the dice.
I got a lot of hero points. Why not? Woohoo! Yeah, I use the hero point. That is 27. Sorry.
27 medicine, was it? Or perception?
Yeah.
Medicine?
Medicine.
Okay. You look him over. As you look him over, you don't find that particular tattoo or marking. He's got a couple on his arms and stuff like that, but nothing that seems particularly sinister or alarming. But when you get up to his neck, you do see bruising. And you do see a couple of punctures at the base.
Can I look if his canines are still there?
Yeah. It's just like that. This very Joker laughing gas kind of like grin.
Would I know anything about like the length of a canine of a vampire determining anything? Or is this just more like random, I guess?
What's the skill for vampires? What are vampires?
Recall knowledge.
Yeah, hang on. Give me a second here, guys. The nice thing about 2e is
Cultism.
there's rules for this shit.
Lore underworld.
That's
Recall
actually
knowledge.
that's probably
Rules.
one that would work. If you had
Pim's a
lore underworld, I'd give it
master.
to you.
Wait for Pim.
Academia. Occultism.
Religion, actually,
I'm trained in religion.
because they are technically undead. That is their type.
Undead.
So it's
That's
a
true.
religion. What would you like to know if you want to make that check? And after this check, we're going to pan away from you.
If I would be aware of different levels or like hierarchy when it comes to, because I clearly know this is a vampire based on the canines.
Sure.
If there's some sort of hierarchy that allows a higher ranking one to control lower ones, something along those lines.
Okay, go ahead, roll your religion.
Fat dice. That rolled a 15 plus
That's pretty good.
religion. 26.
26. 26 is a regular success. Yes, you do know that there are hierarchies amongst vampires. There are servitors and there are like masters.
Okay. Then thinking about this, I think what I'll do now is, because I have one of the parchments to write, I'll open up the parchment and check my messages.
There you go. You see a message
Chadley
from
starts reading
Edanor.
it out loud.
Yeah. Dee-doo-dink. Cloud.
Hey, Cloud.
I've developed new materia.
I'll write to Edanor. Oh, you know what I could try and do? I can try. Let me see. Wait. Let me see. If it's words specifically, or if it has to be text or not. When you write a message on one, text disappears. Okay.
Text to speech.
I guess-
or speech to text.
Well, what I was gonna do is try and draw the encampment, and then draw like an arrow, sort of like a direction. But I'll stick to text and try and write the
Try and
general
write it.
direction.
Sure. Okay. You don't need the exact words because you don't have the exact map. I'm not going to ask you to do that. So let's just go ahead and put this as a skill check. Survival,
That's what
I
I'm best
think.
at.
Survival.
Right? Okay, survival.
Yeah.
I've got a second for survival. Survival it is. DC, I'll tell you the check here. DC 19.
Easy.
Oh boy.
So I rolled. This dice has actually been rolling really well tonight. I rolled a 16 and survival is plus 11.
All right.
Ah.
All right,
right.
27. Edanor, are you watching for your texts? Are you watching for any incoming texts?
I probably would like. It all depends on timing. So I sent the initial message, right?
You sent the initial message.
Yep, I sent the initial message before we left the ship the first time.
Correct. And before you met
Then-
Pim, we met up with Pim.
I think I would check again. It all depends. Yeah, again, it kind of depends. I would probably check again after we started getting underway.
Sure.
I think that would make sense, just to see, and then maybe every 15 minutes, let's say.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
it just
Yeah, it's
depends on
random.
the window.
I would guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd say then roll me a d20.
So I would.
You know what?
Yeah.
Yeah. 10 or higher. You check in. If it's under, you're not checking.
Hey, I got 11.
There you go. Wow. You just happen to look down.
Blink? I see it blinking. Like the
You see,
parchment
yeah.
sheet's like blinking.
Yeah, the parchment sheet's blinking, and you can see as Luna's writing, the text appearing on the other side in real time. So you can see as she writes, it magically fills the page.
It looks like we have a description of where we're going, except I don't know the initial location. Pim, where did you lose Luna?
I point us towards the tent that we were in at the edge of town.
So I guess we can start from here and then use these instructions. I don't know if anyone else is proficient in a specific check that might be good with maps.
There is a specific check that might be good with maps. You're correct.
Definitely not me, but I will say Uzana is on the trail.
But Uzana isn't here.
No, but she's presumably headed towards.
Lycus, are
Luna.
you good with maps? I mean, you are a sailor.
Yes, my survival is trained at the very least.
We have
Ah,
Serena
very
on
good.
board too.
I
Huh?
just
Yeah,
literally
Serena's
take a
out
sheet
there.
of paper and just push it in his face.
All right, Lycus, roll survival check.
All right.
Did Luna, you rolled one too, right? When you did we make
Yeah,
him roll?
Luna got
Yeah.
like a 26, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I forgot to write it
Yeah.
down. Okay, 26.
Not my best roll, just a 21.
21. Actually, you know what? No, the way we should do this is it'll be against Lycus's survival DC because Luna made a roll. So Lycus, what is your
okay.
survival? And then just add 10.
Okay. 19.
Luna, you beat a 19 with a 26 for survival. Your map is interpretable, so such that the others can successfully interpret it. So, yeah, Lycus,
gonna laugh.
yeah, it's not so
If you
much.
fail,
Yeah,
Written in cursive.
Lycus, this is an actually fairly accurate kind of map. It's almost like topographically correct. It's like if you were using an actual sailor's map. You know, it's akin to something like that. It's well done.
Yeah,
Like one of
I
mine.
think,
Quick plug.
impressive maps. I think Lycus takes the map and immediately turns to Serena and is just like, yelling out coordinates, 20 degrees to port. Let's give it to 15 knots. Let's try and get there. Blah 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 blah. I don't know.
Swing the
sailing.
flim flam.
Getting all
Flim
sailory.
the flim flam is scream the
Hoist the
flim
flim flam.
Wait. Okay.
Wow,
You said,
I
you
was so
said the right
excited.
word. Never mind.
The flim flam.
The flim flam.
Yeah.
Well, I thought he said port. And
Yeah,
I thought
he
he was
said
going to
port.
turn immediately to the wrong direction.
No,
But
he said
okay,
port.
I was
As soon as he said
thinking what
port,
ship is.
I think we were all like, yeah, good job. Nailed it. Okay. Lycus, rest assured, you are able to follow the map accurately. Let's get the party back together. Before your ship is making its way over, I'll give you guys a chance to do a little bit of RP if you'd like. Otherwise, I do have one more thing for Luna.
I mean,
How did it
Yeah.
go with what's her name?
Lenza.
Lenza, I thought
what?
it went very well.
He would think that. She likes
I liked
him.
her a lot. What do
Yeah.
you mean likes me?
she-
I am dedicated to the gods.
I'm sure, but she's not.
Well,
Not as
you
dedicated.
seemed God-fearing to me, but whatever. No, I thought it went very well. Aside from is it just us kind of talking, or is like
Yeah.
Serena? floating?
Serena and the dragons are doing their thing, so yeah.
Okay. I mean, aside from the fact that the bomb is not in the most secure location right now, but hopefully that will be rectified by the time we get back.
Hang on.
Yeah.
What?
You can ask additional details from our fair Lycus.
The kids hit it in a cannon, or don't worry about it. Yoma is capable. She's fixing the problem.
If we have a ship to return to.
The more important thing is, we are currently in good standing with Lenza.
Okay.
Well,
we-
let's probably hold off on. We were in good standing, and then we did
Last
get
we
into
saw
a
her, we
minor
were in good
scuffle. So
you got into a scuffle? What happened?
Yeah, when Demuerto's cronies were watching the ship, and we thought they had something to do with the kidnapping of Sarah and Yoma, who weren't actually kidnapped, but in kind of were by Serena. But anyways, it's neither here nor there. But we did have a bit of a conflict, and we do know where Demuerto is located, so we should probably rip that band-aid off at some point. But I'm sure we'll have a discussion with Lenza at some point.
Yeah, Demuerto seems to want to speak with us.
Oh, okay.
So might as well. Have you guys been able to figure out what's going on with the disappearances and everything?
Well, we were asking around town, and I think. Okay, Hannah's trying to remember.
Yep.
We believe in you.
I think that the conclusion we came to is that some of the refugees in town might be behind the kidnappings, right? There's a possibility. I remember asking around, and the process of elimination was happening. Like, help?
No, you're good. You're good. If you want, I would say you're totally welcome to wait till Luna gets back. But if you want to kind of fill them in, go ahead, roll a society.
Why is Pim not trained in society?
How is Pim not trained
That's
in
a good question.
society?
Very good question.
I have no idea.
DC 20.
I swear I was.
DC 20.
Okay. Nope.
What'd you get?
It's not, it is a crit fail. It's 9.
With a 9, what you said is exactly what you remember. That the exiles
I think the refugees are behind it.
were behind it.
Yes, they are out of towners, bound to cause some trouble. Those
Which is
darn refugees.
crazy, because, like, they're opening their doors to these guys, and they're just, like, kidnapping their residents.
I mean,
Edanor fully 100% believes Pim right now. This will not have any consequences down the line.
Perfect.
Yeah, not at all.
I even heard they were eating some of the pets.
How could they? Don't tell your Eidolon.
That's just what I heard. Reliable source.
They're coming in.
Reliable source.
They're chopping our trees down.
God damn it.
They're eating our familiars.
Eating our families. Okay. Anything else?
I will say above table, you did steal gold from Edanor in our session.
You
Me?
did steal gold from
Yeah.
Edanor?
You don't remember that?
I don't remember this.
No.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I told
Edanor.
Edanor.
Wait a
Edanor.
second, was I sleeping? Like, what happened?
Yeah, you were
What?
resting
When
after
did I do that?
Yeah, you moving around. Like, you just in the
This
zombie
is, yeah,
mode. Like,
on the trip back, on the trip over. Pim just
When
little
I was
robbed
just
you.
Praying, probably. When I was
I don't remember that at all.
Heathen.
I'm just saying that in case, you have a conscious moment here to
Don't
own
worry,
up
it was
to
like
No,
was
I
a
think
gold.
Hannah doesn't remember, so Pim doesn't remember.
He's just gonna keep that gold.
Fair enough.
Remove the gold here.
Okay,
I
Luna.
won't know.
Like I said, I'm eager to get the party back together. So you will not have to roll. You will be able to see the ship coming through the air. It's a fairly clear twilight night. And the Water Drake is a rather large ship, right? So I can imagine Luna is smart enough to position herself somewhere where she would see it, have a clear sight on the sky, right? But Luna...
Are you smiling, you demon?
We love a butt.
Whoa, this
I
is
love
the...
it.
Hang on. This is the wrong music.
When's the donkey coming? Wait.
A druid circle dancing joyously around a fire.
Yo, guys, I'm over here.
Luna. there was something following you guys. There was something following the horse and yourself and Audrey as you were making your way through the Ironwoods. And as you find I think with everything, the revelations and stuff, it not being the first thing on your mind makes sense. But as you settle in and you're preparing for your lookout, you see just beyond the trees something moving, a shadow. What do you do?
Oh. I am going to pull out my sword and just say very friendly, "Yoo-hoo! Is there someone out there? I'm just a little defenseless person here."
With a sword.
I'm just a tiny woman.
We should leave her.
There's yoo-hoo, big summer blowout.
This is a That's who I was going for.
Luna, you call out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good.
Just don't be afraid. This is just sword is just for self-defense. I don't actually know how to use it.
Emerging from the shadows behind the tree is a tall elven woman dressed in red and white robes with the phases of the moon on a sash around the waist. A katana drawn in hand. Along the blade are also the phases of the moon etched in runes that glimmer in the light. As she emerges from beyond the trees, voice speaks out to you, Luna, as you say, "You don't know how to use a sword. On this we agree."
Do I recognize this person?
You certainly
Has
do.
Very familiar characteristics.
Very familiar characteristics, because it's almost like looking into a mirror somewhat, as you see your mother by Layla Elwins emerging from the tree line. A clean kill, Luna.
Is that actually you? Is this the real you?
There is a darkness in you, and it should frighten you.
What do you mean? How did you know where I am? Where have you been all this time?
She stands across from you in the opening and steps forward into kind of like a wider swordsman stance and moves her hand up to the hilt. Let me see your technique.
Oh, shit.
I'll show you I should have been the chosen one. And I'll go into a stance as well.
Just sit here eating popcorn. I don't get involved in family affairs.
Luna, can I have an attack roll, please?
Jesus, cold as ice.
0 point.
21 to hit.
That's not
No way.
Luna, I rolled a natural 1.
Oh!
There is the two of you stand across from each other, hands in position, bodies not tense, despite the tension in the air. Relaxed, loose. Minds are sharp and focused. And you have so many burning questions, so many well-earned questions of Bailela. And after the events of today, when the moment finally comes where the two of you spring into action, it's like lightning. And it's over in a flash. And you are standing some few feet away. An sort of accidental dimensional assault teleportation across the field kind of thing. And you're standing alone in the field, blade drawn.
No. Not again. Not again. And
Again.
she's... Why do you keep showing up? Where are you? Is it me? Am I just not good enough? Are you ever coming back? And she's like just gonna go on her knees and like stick her sword next to her.
As your group on the ship, you guys are making your way towards finding Luna. Give it a perception check from the crew on the ship, please.
Ooh, it's so good.
22.
29.
28, actually.
Jeez. All of you are successful as you're standing.
Mostly Pim.
Mostly Pim
Definitely
is
Pim.
successful. Pim, you see it first. As you run.
I saw first.
As you are.
I blinked, apparently.
As you run to the bow and you are keeping an eye out, you know you're nearing the area according to the coordinates, right? As you're looking around for Luna. As you kind of scan the forest, looking for kind of breaks in the tree line, you see the flash of Luna's blade kind of just catching in the fading sunlight, the permanently fading sunlight, that same kind of like warm orange glow that just kind of is persistent over this part of the world. I would say you see Luna from this distance with a 29. I don't think you'd be able to see the expression on Luna's face, but Luna, if you want to offer up like what Pim would see, but Pim is going to be the Pim, and they'll all notice you at some point, but I'll give Pim the one to gain any extra info if you'd like.
So while she's talking, she, in a rare moment, she tries to keep her emotions in, but in a rare moment, she's just kind of overwhelmed, and you see like tears start to flow through her eyes as she's looking up, and then as she says her last words, she's just like pounding her hand on the ground, like goes forward, like she's kneeling down, she's goes forward, starts pounding the ground just out of anger.
So
I think
Pim, yeah, you catch that.
Pim just signals to the others, I found her. Wait. Stay here. And then Pim's gonna jump off the ship and use her slow fall boots to gracefully feather fall to the ground.
Oh, that's pretty nice.
Pretty nifty to have.
And she just stands a few feet away from where Luna is kind of collapsed on the ground. And just goes to her and puts a hand on her shoulder. And
She'll immediately
Maybe
look
not.
up at, just more like startled.
It's Pim. You don't have to
I'm
actually
just
look
gonna-
up. You just kind of look to the left or right.
yeah,
She's a gnome.
I'm just gonna cast this. This is just a flavor thing. It's a cantrip. But I'm just gonna cast Inspire Courage. Just to, it doesn't do anything mechanically, but you maybe feel a little bit of bravery in your heart. Just a little bit of warmth.
She's just starting to collect herself now, and she's gonna look at you, Pim, and say, I saw her, Pim. I saw my mom. I haven't seen her in years, and within the month, as soon as we started this adventure of ours, I keep seeing her in these random moments, and I don't know why.
Are you sure it's random?
Previously, I've seen her on the ship. I've seen her in the forest. This time was as far as I can recall, the first time that she spoke to me. And she said I have a darkness in me, and I know what she's referring to. I've been holding this back because I wanted to try and fix this by myself. And she is going to pretty much like look at you and then kind of like put her lip more upwards, and you can then see.
Pim's eyes go wide and her jaw opens a little bit. Luna, why didn't you tell us?
I didn't want to cause panic. I didn't want anyone to look at me differently, and also when you've trained as much as I have, especially with sword, it's an everyday reminder of a loss that I experienced in the past.
I understand.
I've tried to ignore it as much as possible, but I don't know if I'm getting these sightings of my mother's coming back and she's telling me this. I don't know what to do, Pim.
Well, you don't have to figure it out alone. I mean, think about it. Lycus turns into a wolf sometimes. I have these weird antenna things that I still don't know where they came from. Edanor was branding himself on his chest. We're all a little fucked up, you know? But we got each other's backs, no matter what.
Just before you arrived, Audrey, I was able to end his life, but just before his last breath, I heard the voice of Ralavan.
Ralavan?
And from what I remember, vampires, they have these hierarchies. So I'm worried that if he can do that to Adri, because Ralavan is the one who made me who I am now. I don't know if there's going to be a time when he might have control over me. He knows I'm here. if that time should come and he does exert control over my body, please, either you or Lycus, Edanor, one of you, don't hesitate to put an end to it.
Well, like I said, we've got each other's backs no matter what it takes. Are you okay?
Okay. I'm gonna be okay. I'll just. I've trained for this. I'll be back to normal in just a little bit. Can you how did you get here?
Oh, we took Serena's ship.
Oh, okay.
The
Uh,
guys
we
are
come
really
down
happy
yet?
you're okay.
If you want.
What do you think they're talking about down there?
Should we
I
go
don't
up?
know. Girl talk, perhaps?
I would say if you guys wanted to come down, you certainly could have. But you know,
We're like waiting for a signal.
yeah,
Yeah,
I'll
Pim
give
said,
him. I'll give him a. Come on down.
Pim said wait. We respect the wait.
fair enough.
Yeah.
But signal. Time to go.
All right, time to downies instead of uppies.
Party is back together. Beneath the as you signal down, Pim, you guys don't even have to fly down. Serena just brings the water drake down because it has its own legs. It has these 4 big draconic legs that it just can stand on. Unlike your
These
ship,
are so
it actually has landing gear.
We need to get one of these.
on its bits.
On its bits. Part
On
of
its
its dragon bits include
Dragon
legs.
bits.
But yeah, so you guys see the ship kind
So
of
there's a 5th tripod.
Fifth
Yeah.
leg. Yeah.
it uses the tail to kind of like anchor itself down as it kind of like drags it on the floor.
Yeah,
And it's-
tail. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
That's
the
what it
tail,
is,
right?
It's barbed, although for dragons.
Ew.
like a duck.
It's corkscrewed. But yeah, you guys, the ship comes
Okay.
down. The party's back together out in the Ironwood next to a ship that is not their own.
Well, it seems like you had everything handled, Luna. I guess you didn't need us to rescue after all.
Oh. Uzana.
Oh,
Where's
came,
Uzana?
She
Is she
came
okay?
after you. She came out here after you. You haven't seen her?
No.
On foot.
we totally
on-
flew over her, probably.
Yeah. You guys
Well,
definitely
if
got there
we
faster
wait
than her.
here long enough, she'll probably get here.
Just make a quick survival
Eventually.
check for Uzana.
It's lost in the woods, never seen
That's
again.
how Uzana died.
Well, basically.
It's a 4.
Luna
Oh,
loses
no.
another lover.
And we'll just start calling out, Uzana!
I don't know who you are.
I want to go over to Luna if given the chance, you know.
Yeah.
And just like, I don't really know what happened, but is there anyone? Do you need us to go kill some people? Did someone mess with one of our people?
I'll take a look at Pim and like she's wiping her eyes. She's gonna Edanor, Lycus,
Yes.
I've been dishonest in what I am to both of you. Just before we met, maybe a couple days before, I lost one of the most important fights in my life. I lost one of my best friends. And the result of that is this. And she'll show 'cause she doesn't have like super long ones, but it's enough where it's sus.
Wait, let me roll something. Oh yeah, I guess it would be sus. You're right. I was gonna be like, well, I mean, extra long canines. That better to. You must be a meat eater. But no.
Well, actually, Edanor, what's your rank in religion?
High.
It is high.
Are you expert?
I'm actually only trained right now,
Oh, well, never mind then.
but I have a
I've
plus
got
11.
master. I've got master of lore underworld. If that does anything.
I have lore patron deity.
No. But yeah, you guys recognize the
And
fangs.
I was turned by Ralavan, become a creature of the night. That's so I've read in stories. And I will tell both of you as well that he might have the capability to take control, just like Inari. Am I saying the right word here?
Inaria?
Or Lycus?
Yeah.
Anaria. Just like Anaria.
So would we just have to knock you out like we did last time with Lycus?
Were it so easy?
Well, I'm sure I could hit you in the head a few times. Don't worry, Luna. We got you. I'll
And
just
you
put
were-
Lycus in front of me. He'll take the hits. and they'll hit you.
And just so the three of you know, I don't hunger for blood or anything along those lines. So you
know,
don't
yeah,
have
the-
to be.
The sun doesn't seem to be a problem either.
I was surprised as well, and thank God.
You're welcome.
Looks.
You know,
You're welcome.
it's
Thanks, Nazra.
Luna. You could have told us. I mean, and he just like quickly shifts into his more bestial forms. It's like, it's not. I mean, you're far from the only monster on the crew, and the only thing that really makes you monstrous is that goddamn sword. You're.
I guess it's the pride of a swordswoman. I've been training blades since I was a little girl, and these bite marks. So her marks are like a little bit more along here.
Hidden.
Yeah. So she revealed like these marks are the ultimate reminder of one of my greatest losses.
Well, I guess would I know how, like, if you kill the one who was the originator, that if it like releases them or anything like that? Would there be any knowledge in it?
Roll religion.
I can. Okay.
Just to clarify, you're not allowing lore underworld.
Correct.
Okay.
Well,
Underworld
I
would
don't
be
know
more
if
like
we need it,
crime
'cause-
stuff.
Okay.
30.
Sorry? 30?
30.
30 is
I rolled a 19. I got a plus 11.
30 is a crit success. So here's what you know, Edanor, as you look at the bites and all of this almost encyclopedic knowledge of vampires kind of hits your mind. You know, you were once a pretty well learned individual.
I knew my books.
As for your specific question,
Mm-hmm.
does killing the original vampire free any servitors or anything like that? No, it does not. They are vampires. You do also know that there are different types of vampires, though. They're not just ones that drink blood. There are a variety of different almost species of vampires. With a 30, I would say you have a fairly decent working knowledge of all, but I don't think you want me to go through all the list of different types of vampires.
Right.
But if it comes up, just remind me of this roll.
Okay.
And I'll be happy to retroactively give you any more information. But you do know that there's different types of vampires.
Okay.
So not only is there different tiers, but there are also different categories, subcategories. It's quite a wide group of creatures.
Hmm.
And
Wait a
Yeah,
second.
I will also say this.
Mhm.
What they while they all drink blood, what they gain from the blood is not always the same.
Hmm.
Why they drink blood, or what about the blood sustains them, it's not the same for all species.
Hmm. Interesting.
Different ways of sustenance.
Mm-hmm. Provides different types of different sustenance. They're on different diets.
That would
I
be.
think
Got us a
at this-
vegan.
At
Vampire.
this point, Pim is like, wait a second. If this guy, one of the unmemorables, was a vampire, what if the rest of them are? And what if Gina is about to be turned into a vampire too?
I mean, if Adri was one, there's a high possibility that Ralvin might have other people under his command, followers.
Servitors.
Yeah, you think Ralavan could be
Yeah.
behind this?
If he could be behind this,
Yeah.
Did you not invite Ralvin before we had our battle with the monarch? Could Ralvin,
Oh, that's
Ralvin be here?
right.
right? But we weren't sure
If it
if
carried
he
over.
would show up here. Right.
But
Wait, where
it
was
is a recent development and it matches the timeline. Because more recently, based on conversation, it's been since Elda left.
It could be quite possibly that he's the one doing this. I
Where
can
was
say.
Go ahead.
Sorry. Well, I can say that Pim and I were able to deduce that it's highly likely that the people are being brought to the Iron Hills in a shack that Neblin Upen?
Umpen. Yep.
Umpin.
Umpen's
Little
workshop.
workshop.
Umpen Neblin. Yeah. That there's a possibility.
Where
We
what
know
direction was what's his bucket taking you?
northward as far as I can tell.
Maybe we should head in that direction.
Just so you guys
Did
know, northwards is towards the Iron Hills, which is consistent with what you learned about Umpen's workshop.
Did we
Right.
get anything else special from, I believe Pim had Lycus look at this, and, I don't know, crafty thing, but it wasn't
Oh, yeah.
magical. I don't know if there's any other clues.
Oh, the
You could go
statuette?
back to the tent.
Mhm.
You could go back to the tent.
Well,
and
we
look,
would have had
otherwise-
it.
Yeah.
Here's the little thingy.
Luna, as Pim holds up an ironwood statue of you, perfectly and intricately carved. If you'd like to investigate it all, but yeah, like they said, it's not magical. But what's your rank in crafting?
Expert.
Do you handle it? As Pim holds it up.
Do I? Oh, do I
hand- I
take
hand
it?
Yeah, do you take it?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were just like showing it. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll just take a look around to just look
You-
at the skill, see if it's well proportioned.
Immediately as you hold it in your hands, Luna, as soon as your palms, your fingertips make contact with the statue, they go pins and needles numb.
Ooh.
Like, when you fall asleep on your hand, you can still like move your fingers. It's very uncomfortable, but like you could still do it.
Yeah.
But if you got those like pin, like that's what you start to have in your hands. Roll a crafting check for me.
Oh, that's pretty good. Rolled 18 plus 16, 34.
34 is a critical success. This is
Nicer than
ironwood.
mine.
Yeah, it is a really good one. This is ironwood, but it's been changed. It's been enhanced, and it is all now cold iron wood. And you know, with that crafting check,
Yeah.
cold
You
iron.
put it in the freezer.
Yeah. He somehow turned ironwood into cold ironwood in this statue. And you know that cold iron, with a 31 with a critical success, you know that cold iron does have a use in combating the undead and the fae.
So yeah, as
Come
the
on,
fingertips start to get numb, like she'll like
Drop it.
pretty much drop it and like try to like get the hand back to motioning.
I mean,
What
I thought
is-
it was
wait,
well
where did you-
made.
Where did you get this?
I found it in Audrey's mattress.
This, if I'm recalling correctly, I think this is. It resembles cold iron qualities, but to do that from the iron wood itself, how was he able to? Well, one of you should hold this. I can't, unless I had gloves,
Well,
perhaps.
Hold it.
But-
yeah, you go for it, Pim. I mean, you found it.
Finders keepers.
Something like this would be very effective for.
What would I do
Anyone
with
we
it?
meet-
Just like poke someone with it?
Do you poke Luna with it?
No, but I'll like mimic the motion.
Where can
Like,
I
how
get
do-
one of
how do
these
I
in a tea?
Wield it.
Well, as it is right now, I guess that's all you can do. Perhaps if I had a smelting station, I can
Yeah,
try
there might be
and.
one in Audrey's tent.
He's a
Or on the
carpenter.
ship.
It is
Oh.
wood,
It's-
technically.
It is wood.
We could
Iron wood. The line is blurry.
we could use it to weed out the other vampires.
Ah, yes, we could
true.
we
That's
could use it to
Hero point.
discuss.
Smart. Smart,
I think
Captain.
that's
Very
the
smart.
smartest thing you've ever said, Lycus.
I have an entire book.
We're all so impressed.
Everybody's like,
We're all like, "Whoa! Did you hear Lycus just now?"
Edward pulls out his diary and just makes a note of this thing.
Lycus
Oh,
is
God.
getting smarter.
Luna pulls out the parchment and writes, "Can you believe what we just saw?" And sends it to Edanor.
You see it blinking, and
They're
he's kinda
texting right next to each other.
Yeah.
like, I know, right? I didn't think there was anything left after he got shot in the head.
So
Is he getting smarter or are we getting dumber? You know?
What are you guys
Ah.
writing over there?
Nothing.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're right.
what's
I just imagine Luna looking up from the paper and going, "So, you're right."
perfect? So this Ralavan, we may have been the ones to send him here. Do you think if he is the one taking these people away and bringing them back and doing whatever it is vampires do to get them to do what they want, do you think he's doing it for any specific purpose? Like, what do you know about him? Why would he be doing this? Is he with De Muerto? I mean, if you knew Ralavan, maybe he knows De Muerto. They were
Wasn't Ralavan gonna assassinate your father? I mean, I know that was in the other world, but
It's possible it was the other reality, but
yeah. Could you,
I'm-
are you,
I
do you have any connection with him? Like, can you communicate with him?
is that something I would want to pursue? Build
Well,
a stronger
I don't know.
connection?
Just like, I don't know.
I wish I
he-
knew my father.
Edanor, always the victim.
Oh, Cody.
Or mother.
But Luna, now, at the very least, you have us. I mean, if you want to face him, we can face him together.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. We beat Liger the fuck face, and we can beat his guy.
Ouch, man. I was proud of that name.
I don't
Well, not
respect
only that-
people.
Not only that, but we kind of like made a promise that we would pursue this case of the unmemorables and try to rid them from this place. So, I mean, I think we should maybe head north, try to find this hut.
I will say that that is the most likely location based off of our tremendous detective work. Were you two able to speak to the priest?
We did not. We were on the way when Pim arrived. So
How long
we
were
did
we
not-
gone?
Is-
DM? Meaning like
About an
between
hour
Pim and I
and
leaving.
change. Yeah. At this point, it's been hours, but like long.
At the time of it.
Yeah. Long enough
We
that
had our
they
meeting with
may have,
Lenza.
yeah, they had the meeting with Lenza, yeah. And after that, you know, you don't know
Those
how long that
shenanigans.
meeting took. Yeah, that's the thing. You can't know really how long the meeting took. That's the
Honestly,
tricky
the
part.
meeting went over time for sure. Yeah, that kind of took up the whole day.
And then
A lot of
other
logistics.
problems. Yeah.
I mean, it
other
does
things.
feel kind of late. I don't know exactly what time it is, but do you guys want to sleep or do you just, I mean, what do you want to do?
Well, I guess part of it is what is.
We can't afford to wait until tomorrow. If Gina is
Oh, right.
gone, we don't want to give her any.
So we should
don't-
go now.
I guess we're in pursuit. We must quickly do this. Did you have a signal or anything to tell your friend? I don't think we have time to wait around for your friend.
Rosanna!
I rolled a second
We
four.
could just go.
God damn it.
Sorry, Rosanna.
I mean, was there a signal?
It'll be
Is there anything
fine.
that you needed that you were gonna show her? I don't know.
Well, I'll be honest. I was being technically kidnapped in that moment. I was relying on him to wake up Uzana, and I didn't realize Uzana would be chasing me. I should have figured that.
Well, yeah.
Uh,
She didn't
we
even think
can-
about it.
I can shoot a geyser.
That would be
Uh,
useful to be able to indicate something over a long distance.
We can go on the ship and try to make a lot of noise.
Well, we can do
Oh.
that, and then I don't know, maybe leave a note next to your geyser or something. I don't know.
We can leave a note on the horse.
Ah, yes.
Oh yeah, there's a horse.
Just leave the horse here in the middle of the woods.
There's a gore-covered horse.
Yes.
Uzana,
think-
it's for you.
Just write it in blood on the side of the horse.
Make sure
It
to
just
catch
happens
up.
to be. What if another Uzana comes by? You know, we can't.
Oh, you're right. It's too
How are we
risky.
gonna know who's who?
That's such a
Plus, if
common
we-
name.
If we tie up the horse here, like some monster can come by and have a snack.
Well, Uzana said that she was gonna do a signal, and I haven't seen that signal yet.
Yeah, but wasn't she on
Um,
foot? I think we might have overtaken her.
Yeah, okay.
That guy.
So why don't we do this? Why don't we backtrack? We get back on the water drake. We backtrack a little bit. We look for Uzana, and assuming we find her, we grab her, and then we all head north to try to find this hut.
Do we have the time?
Well, you're
You have the
It's-
magic to help out in this. You can just keep trying to contact her and see if at any point does it hit or does it land. I mean,
I certainly could, but I think we're pretty far away.
I agree, but we'd be moving on the ship, is what I mean.
Right. Yeah, okay, yeah.
All right, well, I think we need to hop to it because we'll most likely want to get back to the city as swiftly as possible. I imagine there'll have to be a few conversations when we return.
Yeah,
One-
who
one
are the
last
other
thing.
unmemorables again? It was Audrey,
Gina-
the priest, and Gina was the third or the fourth.
There was a fourth, but
Yeah, who was the other one?
we know Umpen is gone too. So who
Umpin
knows
is
if he
gone
might
too,
turn one.
so right.
Is there a fourth?
God, it's been a while.
Well, there was 3.
Oh, here.
No, maybe fourth. I because maybe there was 3, and I was recognizing that the other 2 was returning on the 3rd day.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
Never
that's
mind.
it.
I think that's it.
Okay.
I don't think there was a fourth.
Okay, so Gina's the third.
Let's get on the boat, head north, and call out for Uzana as we can. Like it says, as
Oh.
he's putting the horse next to a tree with the words "Ride me, Uzana," just in case. Just in case.
Listen, I'll leave that up to Luna because this is Luna's close friend.
I don't want to leave her out here running around in the woods while
Yeah.
I
In
go
the
on
dark,
a ship.
lost.
I think so too. I think we should go find Uzana first.
All right, let's go.
One last thing.
Hmm?
Don't tell Uzana about what I talked about. I want to be the one to
Of course.
let her know.
Got it. Okay, no problem.
Not a problem.
My lips are sealed.
I
I
already
swear on
forgot.
Eranah. And he probably did.
I was just gonna say believable.
Okay. So you
got a
guys,
plan.
you got a plan. So you make your way back to the Water Drake. So the plan is find Uzana and then head north to the Iron Hills,
Yep.
or back to
Yep.
the
To
Oak
try
as
to
well.
find Umpin's workshop.
Okay,
North.
north to the
Let's
Iron
go
Hills.
north.
Okay, and you
we
can rest on the
promised
ship.
to leave
and
the
stuff.
ship, so yeah.
Okay.
If
Okay.
Serena lets us,
Okay. So find Uzana on the ship and then take the ship north to the Iron Hills. All
Yeah.
right.
Find the workshop.
Perfect.
to be
Okay.
clear.
Let's go ahead.
Specifically, yeah.
Have a one person can go ahead and lead a survival check. Whoever has your highest survival, I'd say go ahead lead a survival check, and one person can offer aid.
I have a +9. Anyone better than that currently?
I do have
got
to pick
11.
up the pace feat.
11.
Which-
Then I'll assist you with.
Let's kind of go faster.
Yeah, you can kind of keep it moving. Okay, so you'll be doing that. You'll be doing pick up the pace. So then,
Yep.
I will adjust the DC
exploration
in
mode.
my head. We can still have an aid check, or if anyone has the thing like max thing that they think can contribute to adjusting the DC, I'll take that as well.
I will also do a guidance because that's
Perfect.
a different kind of bonus.
That's a different kind of
than
bonus. Perfect. All right. So go ahead. Let's get our survival checks. Whoever's aiding, you go first.
23 for the aid.
23 for the aid is a regular success, so it's a +1 to survival.
And then I'll guide, so
Um,
another +1.
So adding +2 to what I have.
Adding
would
+2 to what you
be
have.
Pretty high. Would be a 28.
That
I rolled a
is
15.
that is a critical success, guys. Within a matter of an hour, you find Uzana. She did take a bit of damage running around, just failing some fortitude checks to kind of keep running. But you do find Uzana. I'll say, just to kind of quick summarize the ending here for you. You guys swoop down, pick her up, and as the ship turns northwards towards the Iron Hills, you can see them kind of stretching out before you. These gold and red hills just kind of glimmering in the twilight behind you as you point the bow of the water drake northwards. Serena calls out to you, Lycus, and goes, "Hey, you know, Lanza's not gonna like this very much, but if that's where you want to go, I'll take you."
Don't
We'll
worry.
just have to be
Fixing her
swift.
problems.
And as the two talk and as the two answer Serena, that right there is where we're going to call our session this evening. We will pick back up with your guys' arrival in the Iron Hills and what we may discover there in the wilds of the Ironwood. Great job, my friends. Let me just change the vibe here a little bit as we head out.
5 check.
5 check. All right, guys. Nicely done, guys. Great job. Session 41 in the bag.
Woo!
Okay, hey, before we head out tonight, let's just go ahead and say a quick round of goodbyes from our players here. Let's see, Hannah, you want to start us off and then pass down the line?
Sure. What up? I'm Hannah. I've been playing Pimenia Knuckle, a charming bard gnome. And I can also be found playing other characters in other Pathfinder2e campaigns right here on Stealthy Elf Production. Luna.
I'm Nigel. I played Lunazra Elwins, Magus Elf, Vampire of the Night. Time to go get my vampire diary, aka Gossiper's diary, and write all about what happened today.
Yeah.
Today, I did the coolest attack ever.
Reunited with my BFF, and then coolest deck ever. All right. Thank you, Nigel. Edanor.
All right. I am Max. I played Edanor today, a exemplar Niflheim Strix combo. You'll find me in a couple of weeks here. So make sure you're tuned back in to see what happens next and what are the consequences of dipping out of the Ironwood. We'll see.
Yep.
We're not dipping out. We're pursuing the investigation that she asked us to pursue.
Oh, you mean the town?
Yeah, Ironwood, Ironwood town. It's like New York, New York.
Yeah, we're still in the region. Yeah.
Yeah, you're in the Ironwood region, just not in Ironwood town.
No promises have been broken.
Okay, Lycus.
We said the
All
ship
right.
would say, not us.
Exactly. Thanks everybody for watching. I am Raul Gonzalez Rodriguez, but you can call me Lycus, and I have been your captain and butt of many jokes, which I swear to God, you guys, you're on my shit list.
You're so smart.
Oh,
Good job. Like,
smartest.
what a great idea.
You're such a good pirate.
Wow.
Good boy.
we're gonna get in some fisticuffs next time we get on the boat and get drunk.
You got a
didn't
boat
read
now.
my diary. I don't even know if you can read.
Okay.
Oh, jeez. But right now, this is all I'm really doing in terms of tabletop RPGs that you can watch me do. But I'm always working on one that we sometimes show on this channel called Terra Maya. So check out whatever social media that you use. I have Threads and Blue Sky I use pretty often, where you can find me as Lycus the Stratus. And you'll see any updates I post there, along with pictures and doodles and drawings.
Ooh. There's some really good stuff. Your current project is one I'm super psyched about, man.
Same.
All right, guys, and I've been your GM this evening. My name is David. My pronouns are he, him. You can catch me here as the game master of all of the Heroes of Histaeria series. That includes Sandsea Saga, Unearthed Inheritance, and our new campaign, New World Rebellion. We just had session 1 last week, where all of us were together playing in the same room. Energy was great. It was long as hell. It'll be making its way up to YouTube, probably in multiple parts, because it's almost 7-hour session.
Yeah.
So I think we're probably going to split that one. And you can also catch me over at Tales Archived, when I play Whistle, the Hobgoblin Fighter, in the Known Realms Telesh campaign every Sunday. And then starting in January, you can also catch me over there when I play Gin and Tonic, the thief, bard, rogue, multi-class piece of shit gentleman of fortune. And you might see some familiar. I think you're going to see a familiar face in that campaign too. That one. All right, guys. Hey, thank you so much for hanging out. We hope to see you next time. We will be back with Sandsea Saga in a couple of weeks, but next week we will be back with Unearthed Inheritance for session 23. All right, guys. Have a great night and have a great weekend. We'll see you soon. Goodbye.
Bye.
Yeah.